If you don't have a radio with you all day, you definitely have your phone or your laptop, so you can join us online and be a part of this show. This week a lot has happened. The week started with a conversation about the raid at the Ridge Hospital and the various issues to do with healthcare delivery in the country. And then later in the week, we also got the information about the decision to reduce the minimum capital requirement for foreigners to invest in the country. We also put our lenses on our roads this week, with the Ofanko Road being at the center of the discussions. Also, Shatta Wale was invited by EOCO. Yesterday there was a lot of drama at EOCO. He's gone home now. And there are so many other stories to share with you this morning. So this week we are just wrapping up. This morning we are wrapping up the week. We bring you all the top stories. We bring you the reactions. We take your thoughts as well here on the show. And you also wrap up on the Sustainability Month this week. We've had conversations on the SDGs. We've had conversations on building the right cities to support our lives. We were enlightened about the possibilities of transportation within our cities and our country. And yesterday we talked about how you can practically own your home. We'll be wrapping all that up this morning here on the Super Morning Show. We'll bring you the news at 6. Later, we'll bring you the newspaper review. And then sports will come your way as well on the Super Morning Show. It's a fully packed show. And I want it to be all about you this morning. So send me your thoughts. If you have any issues bothering you, we are your servants. Just send us a WhatsApp message. Yesterday, we got a lot of messages on the roads. We sent our reporters to go to all those areas to bring us the updates on the road. If you have any issue on your heart, those of you in Winneba who are not getting water, we are with you. News at 6 coming up. Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson is here. The Super Morning Show continues after the news at 6. Welcome. Good morning.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, all affiliates across Ghana. You also find us on myjoyonline.com, YouTube, X Spaces, and Facebook. Coming up, dancehall star Shatta Wale confirms he is safe following his release from EOCO custody after meeting the revised bail condition of 5 million cedis with 2 sureties.
Shatta is safe, your king is safe, One Don is safe, and I'm home now, and I just want to say a big thank you for supporting. Mr. Ramonacha, I just want to tell you, I thank you so much.
Also, coming up, Breast Society of Ghana calls on government to improve cancer treatment in regional hospitals as Ghana records 2,000 breast cancer deaths annually. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health postpones centralized licensing examination for nurses in business.
Total value-added tax rate paid by businesses to be reduced to 20% as government moves to simplify entire tax laws and structure in 2026 budget.
And later, shops to be shut and streets to go empty across the Ashanti region on September 18 as Asante Hima is laid to rest.
Sadano, Sabia Brau, Asantumai, Mayadin.
These and more with me, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Please stay. Dancehall artist Shatta Wale says he's safe and sound after securing his release from EOCO custody yesterday. This follows a review of his bail conditions from 10 million cedis to 5 million with 2 sureties. The artist was picked up on Wednesday over the purchase of an alleged stolen Lamborghini Urus and also other related offences. His detention drew dozens of supporters to EOCO's premises demanding his release. In his first public reaction, Shatta Wale expressed gratitude to EOCO staff, close associates and his fans for standing with him.
Shatta is safe, your king is safe, one don is safe, and I'm home now, and I just want to say a big thank you for supporting, and for being around me in times like, once again, I want to say, a big thank you to everybody that has been in support of this, to all the staff of EOCO. You guys have been wonderful. At least I came there, you guys really took me through that rightful processes that, was needed. And Mr. Remonacha, I just want to tell you, I thank you so much.
Meanwhile, former Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuanyabwa has raised concerns over EOCO's growing reliance on bail with justification during investigations. While acknowledging the practice is legally backed, he warned that its increasing application could set a worrying precedent.
For some time now, I've been monitoring. It appears EOCO is falling in love with bail with justification. That's not wrong, but I'm saying if care is not taken, and the way they are going, other institutions should also take the same course. The police CID has been in existence for years. And if you get the police CID, they can tell you that it's only on few occasions that they may demand bail with justification.
To health issues now, 2,000 women in Ghana die annually of breast cancer. The majority of these women are in underdeserved communities where access to screening and treatment is limited. That's according to the Breast Society of Ghana. Stakeholders at the 6th Annual General and Scientific Meeting are calling for urgent action to bridge gaps in diagnosis, treatment and patient support, particularly in some regional hospitals across the country. Elsa Texan reports.
Speaking at the 6th Annual General and Scientific Meeting, President of the Society, Dr. Josephine Nsafo, highlighted major gaps in access and affordability of care for breast cancer patients in regional hospitals across Ghana. These challenges, she says, has accounted for some of the 2,000 breast cancer-related deaths annually.
About almost 2,000 people died from breast cancer, which is a bit too much. About 70% of cases in Ghana are advanced breast cancer, stage 3 and stage 4. And perhaps they maybe do not get the best as in early disease for a number of reasons. Even physical or geographic accessibility. Our health facilities are not equally distributed. They are not equally stocked in terms of infrastructure to treat breast cancer.
Breast cancer survivor from Tamale, Abudu Atika, shared struggles such as limited radiotherapy facilities alongside accommodation and transportation difficulties as major setbacks in Ghana's fight against the disease.
The northern region, some of the challenges we face through breast cancer journey is that Tamale Teaching Hospital doesn't have a mammogram machine. And so sometimes we have to go outside the hospital to get it, which is a little bit expensive. Another thing is that there's no radiotherapy center in northern region.
Still on health, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has doubled down on its demand for the arrest of Ralph St. Williams, the man alleged to have assaulted a nurse at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. General Secretary David Tinkrantrim says the association stands firmly behind the investigative committee probing the incident, but insists justice must not be delayed. He spoke on Newsnight.
And his associates to face the full rigors of the law. Based on those considerations and the maximum support and solidarity we have had from sister unions and the good people of Ghana, the well-meaning people of Ghana, we have taken a decision to support the investigation and to continue to dialogue with the management of the hospital and other security agencies.
Meanwhile, Health Minister Kwabena Mintakando has raised concern over rising cases of medical negligence, describing it as a monster. He assured government is putting measures in place to address it.
Medical negligence. Anytime I hear that, I clinch. We spend not less than, even in some cases, one facility, not less than 10 million Ghana cedis on medical negligence. Maybe you don't know. As a country, we don't have the money to buy the equipment, but we are spending so much. As I speak to you now, the cases on my table within this week are 3 that Attorney General has written to me to provide responses. Medical negligence. So it's a major issue that we are dealing with.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has postponed the centralized licensing examinations for nurses and midwifery candidates to September 4, 2025, announcing that the exams will now be written in the candidates' training institutions instead of traveling to designated centers. Health Minister Kwabena Minteh-Kando in a statement says the move, agreed upon with the Nursing and Midwifery Council and heads of training institutions, is to protect students' safety, ensure fairness and allow effective supervision, with a revised timetable and guidelines to be released soon. His spokesperson, Tony Goodman.
Minister for Health, Honorable Kwabena Minteh-Kando, has directed the Nursing and Midwifery Council to decentralize the upcoming nursing and midwifery licential examination. According to him, this follows a careful consideration of the risks associated with the extensive travel by students to designated examination centers. According to the minister, the measure is necessary to safeguard the safety and well-being of candidates.
On the night of Thursday, September 18, 2025, all residents in the Ashanti region are being directed to remain indoors for the burial rites of the late Asantehema Nana Konadu Yadom III. Shops are expected to be closed, gatherings and any form of public activities will be halted as the Queen Mother is laid to rest at Breman, the Royal Cemetery. My colleague Nana Boachi Yadom reports.
The directive, issued by the Asantehene Otumfuo Seti II, forms part of the centuries-old Ashanti royal tradition, which demands absolute solemnity during the burial of a king or queen mother. On that night, the entire Ashanti region will fall into stillness, with streets empty, shops closed, and homes falling silent to honor the passing of the revered matriarch.
Sadano, Sabiabrao.
On that day, Asanteman must be quiet. Shops will remain closed, the streets will be empty, and no one should be seen outside as we bid farewell to the late Queen Mother. And I repeat, no one should be seen outside as we bid the Queen Mother farewell.
Security has been placed on high alert, with the Mensah Palace warning that no movements, gathering, or outdoor activities will be permitted from dusk until dawn. The atmosphere is expected to be one of reverence as the kingdom pays its final homage to the late Asantehema. Her royal burial begins on September 14 and climaxes on September 18, 2025. For Joy News, my name is Nana Boachi Yadom, Kumasi.
And that's how we end the bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind safe be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open it.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rates get more from Absa. Easy banking and no any Absa. Instant loans and no any Absa. Bank papa party and no any Absa. MTK account and get more from Absa. Yes, join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush like feeling bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent Cavity Protection.
For 10 times stronger teeth.
This advert is FDA approved.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is a perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
We've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank is we're all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
Ama, big news! Star Oil is now the largest oil marketing company in Ghana.
Wow, that's huge!
Yes, so the largest distributor of petroleum products in Ghana. Ever since I switched to Star Oil, my car runs smoother. The fuel lasts longer, no strange engine sound, just clean, powerful performance.
Oh, same here. I used to refill every 3 days until I switched to Star Oil. Now, my fuel lasts way longer. I don't know what magic is inside, but my car loves it.
Exactly. It's not magical. From Accra to Kumasi to Tamale, Star Oil day everywhere with 240 filling stations and counting. That's why more Ghanaians are choosing Star Oil.
Hey, my tank is almost empty. I am heading to Star Oil right now before the queue starts.
I'm right behind you, Ama.
We set out with a mission to serve better and lead boldly. We're proud to say we are Ghana's #1 oil marketing company. To our loyal Star savers across the country, thank you for believing in us. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all.
Ojo, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Ya tisu biomo, ya tisu biomo.
Ojo, not again. It's 4 a.m. What's now?
Sorry. Last year was Yatisubium. This year, crowd, we've gone lower. Yasaya Tiso. I'm back with good news. Amazing news. I've been Soko. SG Ghana loans are back with even lower interest rates. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on CAGD payroll, work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. Whether it's completing your dream home, paying school fees, or handling other personal needs, SG Ghana has the perfect loan for you. Walk into any SG Ghana branch from now till September 2025 and ask about Yasaya Tisu Loans promo. Let's help you get things done. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
And it's 16 past 6. You are listening to the Super Morning Show. Just gone by was the 6 a.m. news, which is brought to you by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank, Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And coming up is the Joy Business Report that is brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group. MNC Properties, choice of class. James is here. Good morning, James.
Gojo, it's Friday.
Yes, it's Friday, and we are wrapping up on the week. Yeah. Charlie James, something happened to me this week, and no, that was last week, and this week another experience happened. So, last week I was in an elevator. I went for a meeting. I was in an elevator coming down, and there was this very nice young lady, dressed in suits, with a bank's tag around her neck. She looked like she wanted to cry.
Wow.
So and usually when I see you in an elevator, I'll just talk to you. Hi, how are you? Charlie Bank for Muska or Chemiska Kakra. Then she held on to the rails, like with all her energy, and I was like, what is it? Then she started crying. And I asked her why she was crying, and she said, look, it's been a difficult year for her. She's not been able to meet her targets. Wow. She's always working hard. She goes to work in the morning. That's all she can do. But she's not meeting her targets. And so the elevator came to the ground floor, and because I wanted to continue the conversation, I just pressed 8 for it to take us back up so that we talk. Okay. And I was like, why does she think she's not meeting her target? Is it that she's not working smart enough? She said, there's no money in the system. And her bosses expected her to bring in the deposits, to bring in the money. And earlier this week, my sister also called me, and she sounded frustrated. She also works in a bank. Wow. And she told me the same story. It's kept me thinking, there are a lot of people breaking their backs and doing all they can to meet their targets, to do well by their bosses and their employers. And in the face of our current dispensation, there's not a lot of money flowing, right? They are not meeting their targets, and these people are stressed. Wow. They are stressed not because they are working too much only, but they are working and they are not seeing results. And I spoke to other friends who have shops and businesses, and they are telling me revenues are dropping. And so I think we need to look at how things are going and how we can really, put some energy within the system. The energy being the money. And if you're a boss this morning, look, check on your staff.
I mean, this also brings the conversation of how is the economy faring as we speak now. What is really the case on the ground?
So the macro and the micro,
some
and in between.
We're seeing some of positives with respect to our macroeconomic indicators. But the big question is it really reflecting on what we see out there? Yeah. And I think these are some of the conversations or some of the key things or indicators we should be looking at when we find ourselves in such situations.
Yeah, and I think that we all need to think about some of these things and how we can turn things around for a lot of these people who are doing their best to really ensure that we do business, we make money, the economy runs. There are a lot of people whose salaries can only take them for a week or two, but they are still working. There are businesswomen who are carrying all sorts of things, and they need support to get them to the next stage. And all these are people we need to be thinking about. So while we talk about the macro, while we talk about all the other things, we need to ensure that all these people get some kind of support. And the support could just be a kind word, right? Saying, good morning, how are you? How are things going? How can we help you do better? When you go to the boardroom and the strategy meetings and the business review meetings, not being too hard on people, but just take it easy a little empathetic. I think we need to do that. So I just felt like sharing this with you, since you are in the business space. You'd identify with some of these concerns. And that brings us to
our trumpet for today.
And who are we giving?
Let's just give it to the workers out there, both formal, informal, who are really doing their best, but unfortunately they are not able to meet their target. So let's just give the trumpet to them today.
And the trumpet is brought to you by ECG. Follow ECG Official on all social media handles. Download the ECG Power app and go to ecg.com.gh for more information. And we hope that the electricity of ECG electrifies everybody and takes them from their lows to their highs.
Trumpets! Good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up in this morning's bulletin, total value added tax rate paid by businesses to be reduced to 20% as government moves to simplify entire tax laws and structure in 2026 budget, and more stakeholders in financial sector welcome Bank of Ghana's directive to halt all foreign currency payment to large companies not backed by deposit. Also in this bulletin, in our business journal for today, carpenters in the Ashanti region appeal to government to help reduce influx of imported furniture into the country. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Joy Business Report. My name is James Ishen. We settle for the details now. The final value added tax rate that will be paid by businesses is expected to be reduced to 20% from the current 22% before the close of this year. This will be captured in the 2026 budget that is expected to be presented to Parliament in October this year. The move is part of measures to simplify the country's tax laws to aid revenue mobilization. Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Sapon, disclosed this on PM Express Business Edition.
One of the major reforms that we are doing, and as Minister announced, is that the COVID levy will go as part of the reforms that we are doing. And the decoupling will also go. What it will mean is that effectively the VAT will come to a rate of 20%. And all the 20% will be deductible. And this is good news for business because pay the VAT and it's not a cost burden to you. It is the funnel that pays the VAT, which is good for business. So in terms of that roadmap, we started with the support of the IMF to do both what we call policy review in terms of the policy direction of VAT and the administrative review in terms of the existing laws and how we operate it. That has been carried out and the report has been discussed. We are in a second phase where we are engaging stakeholders. So at the moment, we've had 3 or 4 engagements already.
Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Sapon. And remember, there is a repeat at 11 a.m. on the Joy News channel later this morning. Now, economist Dr. Benjamin Amwa says the directive by the Bank of Ghana to stop the payment of foreign currencies in large quantities will help stabilize the cedi against the US dollar. The Bank of Ghana this week directed commercial banks to immediately stop paying out foreign currency cash to large corporate unless such transactions are backed by deposit. Speaking in an interview with Joy Business, Dr. Amwa said the directive must strictly be enforced.
Our currency is Ghana Cedi, and the Ghana Cedis is more than able to be used to effect any form of economic transactions in Ghana, even beyond Ghana. So long as you are doing that through a bank, it should be possible for you to do that. We have our Visa card and our MasterCard. So long as you have money in your account, even if you travel with your Visa or MasterCard, you should be able to pay from your Cedi account. So the craze for hard currency dollars should be made unattractive by the central bank. The central bank is not being tough. The central bank is just doing what it has to do.
Dr. Benjamin Amwa is an economist. Meanwhile, the chief executive of the Ghana Association of Banks, Johnny Wise, described the Bank of Ghana's decision to stop the payment of foreign currency to large companies as a good move.
I must say that it received the support of, because in our view, the significant cash withdrawal over the counter, we don't see the merit or the justification for such huge withdrawals. If you ask me as a banker that if someone came to a branch and withdrew $1 million, what possibly that company will be using the $1 million for, I will not be able to tell you. I can't pin my hand on anything that the dollar is going to do, apart from potentially going to fund some illicit activity that perhaps we do not have the evidence to support. So we are very much in the same boat with the Bank of Ghana, that our legal tender in this country is one currency, and that is the Ghana Cedi. And our big corporations must learn to use the Cedi in which they earn their revenue.
Johnny Wise, Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks. Away from the banking sector, Finance and Economics Professor Godfred Bokpin says investor confidence is expected to rise following government's recent coupon payment to bondholders. This comes after the Ministry of Finance confirmed the successful disbursement of 9.7 billion cedis under the Domestic Debt Exchange Program. According to Professor Bokpin, honoring such obligations demonstrates government's commitment to its debt management strategy. Professor Bokpin spoke to Joy Business at the Prudential Bank's event on the stability of the Ghana Cedi.
If you look at what we have gone through with the debt restructuring and the fact that it has wounded confidence in the market and all of that, I think the predictability and the sustainability of keeping to the debt repayment roadmap is good for building confidence. Remember, government itself is thinking of opening the bond market and all of that. You need this predictably to be able to consolidate confidence so that we can open the bond market and hopefully also open the international capital market going forward. That would offer some kind of transition and flexibility for government-owned fiscal operations, debt sustainability, because remember that without we entering the capital market, even the domestic and the international, is going to be difficult for us in terms of refinancing the bullet payment that lies ahead in 2027 and 2028, in addition to financing government projects and all of that is going to be difficult.
And that was Finance and Economics Professor Godfred Bogbin. Now, the Natural Resource Governance Institute has called on African leaders to consider financing the continent's energy transition agenda. The call serves as an awakening after global leaders remain divided over the funding of Africa's energy transition process, despite several unresolved debates at successive COP meetings. The director of the institute, Nafi Kwashi, stressed that a successful control of the continent's energy and green policies will lead to independent decisions which can be directed towards industrialization reforms and promote sustainable socio-economic development.
What we are dealing with is not just about technology. It is about power, and it is about who holds the power and who makes the decision. But Africa has to come to the table very well informed. Already, we are seeing contracts being signed. We are seeing rush by majors on our continent. But no one is talking about finances, for example. Nobody's talking about how do we finance our own transition. It should be a big part of the conversation, because as we all know what the statistics say, development requires energy access, and we know the deficits on our continent. To be able to reach that level, we need to ensure that the continent has energy access.
Nafi Kwashi is the director at the Natural Resource Governance Institute. In our business journal for today, local carpenters at the Ofori Krom, a suburb of Kumasi, appealing to government for support as their businesses continue to suffer due to the growing popularity of imported Chinese furniture. They believe government intervention is the only way to keep their vocation alive as they face low sales and limited resources to aid their trade. Josephine Segu report for today's business journal.
A major concern is the perception of Ghanaian patrons that foreign furniture is of superior quality to the locally produced. According to the carpenters, most of the imported Chinese furniture sets are made from chipboard, a material that is less durable compared to hardwood used locally, such as the redwood and the Bema wood, known as Dahuma. A carpenter, Roxana Asari, shared his frustration about the lack of attention from the government towards their industry.
The government must support us. These are from our own coffers.
He also observed the absence of standard showrooms to display their works as a major problem. They display their furniture in the open sun, which adversely impact quality and appeal over time.
And I feel that
our biggest challenge is the lack of government support for our work. We struggle to keep our products when it starts to rain, and a proper showroom would make a huge difference. Business has been slow lately. We can sit here all day without a single customer.
And that's our business journal for today. Let's do some commodities now. As crude oil open trading at $67 a barrel. Gold lost more than $80 to open trading at $3,330 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $7,650 a ton after losing more than $200. To some currency news now. The dollar is going for 10 cedis, 97 pesos. That's the rate some of the major commercial banks are offering to their clients this morning. The British pound is selling at 14 cedis, 89 pesos. The euro is trading at 12 cedis, 46 pesos. The forex bureaus, on the other hand, are selling a dollar at 11 cedis, 90 pesos. And that's all for the Joy Business Report with me, James Ishen Kuju. Kuju.
Uncle James, good morning.
Good morning once again.
Yes. So, you know what we are going to play for
our inspiration?
Our inspirational song. I wanted to play Fuse ODG's Sundiata, his latest song.
Okay.
But I've changed my mind.
What happened?
I'm going to play a song from Tulenke.
Okay.
Titled Ghetto Boy.
And
and in this song, he talks about how young people are betting their way into riches because they don't have enough opportunities. And he talks about how he works so hard. And he talks about how we all aspire for better. And it's like a prayer, right? He talks about life a little bit and then prays to God for better fortunes. So I'm playing this song because of the story I shared with you earlier. There are millions of people listening to us right now who are going through it. Millions of people. Like, school is going to reopen. There are people who don't know how to pay school fees as we speak.
Stationaries and all of that.
And sometimes we think that people are lazy. People are really hardworking. But Charlie, sometimes you work so hard, but the cash never comes. The results don't come. So this song is for you this morning who is going through it, okay? And you can share your experiences with us. How has your year been so far? Has business been good? Do you feel like giving up? Look, if you feel like giving up, don't, okay? But share your experiences with us. Let's see how together we can ride the rest of the year together, okay? So this is the song from Tulenke. Title of the song is Ghetto Boy. It's for you.
Tule. They come in and I go to J. My bread to Boga come in 20. Me do fear mommy, Betty 15. Me me the two choku kenke. Talk about the street life, 20 to 3G. Me you one chat odds, the far bet way. Last two me the tone chamber for we am my yes to say yes to my quine. Chale, let's pray. Everybody mommy to me you do a bank. The penizana dami infos wakan. Atafo see me quine rigito. So nyameka ya hudi ya masa forget ye be blow of France. From the ghetto to a hero boy.
To me, and so you're going to empty and police. Give me my grace, I had to be I be get a boy, where they find money. Me name say, give me my grace, I had to be
So if you believe in yourself, put your hands up. If I stand tall, that we go rise up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. And if you believe you go win, put your hands up. If I stand tall, that we go rise up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. So put your hands up.
My shit, I go collect, Meso Magic. Today we go cry, Echina Yabesre. Forget to be my ex, Sika Semi Yamere. Semi Yami Mekwa, me di Banku. Me the second go, Medina Sumangu. Yes, way, Shirami. Famous Srami Sen. Very soon I go pull up for the hood. And the side chicks bear 32. And my mommy, I feel good. The life story, me the bedroom book. And what me do, mommy,
to me, and so you're going to empty and police. Give me my grace, I had to be I be get a boy, where they find money. Me name say, give me my grace, I had to be
So if you believe in yourself, put your hands up. If I stand tall, that we go rise up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. And if you believe you go win, put your hands up. If I stand tall, that we go rise up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. Say Nyamishira one, nobody go fi stand up. So put your hands up. Ghetto hero boy, 0 to 1.
Put your hands up. Say Nyamishira, nobody go fi stop you. And in all you do, no matter how bad things are,
Ghetto hero boy, 0 to a ghetto.
All is well. It's going to get better, okay? It's 6:36. You are listening to the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng, and SP is here, the one and only Mr. Bless the Sogah.
Yeah, good morning, Kojo. How are you doing?
Morning. I am well. I'm very, very, very.
Yeah. I'm a former.
That's all the ever my father taught to you.
Shatta Wale has more ever lessons for you. So
Jai. Finally, your Friday is here.
Yeah, Friday is here.
You and Winston have been looking forward to Friday. It's here.
The sad reality is that in 2 days or in just 1 hour, it feels like 1 hour actually.
Yeah,
you'll be back here in the studio and telling people it's Monday already. That's the sad reality about.
So Friday. We should extend the weekend there. We should go to Parliament and change the constitution of Ghana.
If President John Mahama can promise and deliver 2 holidays to our Muslim brothers, we are all united in this one in asking for another holiday for our Muslim brothers on Friday. Because when you pray on Fridays, you need to sit down and reflect for 3 days.
Sogah.
That is the beauty of it.
What did you eat last night? Actually, Sogah, people are going through it.
Yeah,
people are going through it. The lady I met at the bank in the elevator who shared a story with me, it's kept me thinking. Sometimes you think that you are not good enough and you are not trying enough. But it's not you, it's the system. And the system is not in your favor. Oh, boah. And there's no money in the system. You can even do whatever. You can do everything, but you don't get the money.
And what even complicates the situation is, even our social settings, right? I see that, and I notice that across the capital that we don't seem to have, social spots where people can just go distress, maybe parks,
read,
places that they could just
let it out, scream.
You don't find that in any parts of the city. The city is all sealed out, right, with concrete, with mortar, what have you. So let's create more parks, at least for reflection, right? It helps a lot.
Okay. Now we are going to get into the Drive Safe campaign. Now it's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. And that's how to ensure your safe arrival. And today's tip is about our work and safety. A lot of us leave home early. We work all day. We leave the office late and we go home. Sometimes we have colleagues who live close to us. I think one of the surest ways to make life work is if we carpool and if we work together. So yesterday I was driven by a colleague, and look, for the 1 or 2 hours we were in traffic, I could take a nap, and that did me a lot of good. So if you decide to carpool, for example, you can have one colleague drive at dawn whilst one catches on for extra sleep, you know, and then when you are going home, the other can also take a nap whilst the other drives. It keeps you alert on the road, because if you're on your own driving from 5 a.m., get to work, you don't take a nap, then you drive again in the evening, you get tired, you get sleepy, you become grumpy, and that's not good for your health. That's not good for all of us on the road, okay? So sometimes try carpooling. Not sometimes, all the time if it's possible. Try carpooling and sharing responsibility so that you can have an extra sleep, extra 1 hour of sleep to keep you going. And that is your Drive Safe message. That brings us to Say It Right, which is brought to you by Kingdom Books and Stationery. At Kingdom, quality, affordability are our hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
I'm quite hungry this morning. Probably because I resumed my weight loss regimen yesterday. It's nothing fancy. I simply eat nothing after 7 p.m. A rather traumatic visit to the doctor occasioned my return to healthier ways. Now, I'm sure you've heard people use the word occasioned. Occasion can be a verb just as much as a noun. Now, as a verb, it means caused to happen. It does not mean happened. For example, you can't say Mary's dismissal occasioned on Monday. The correct way to use occasioned would be failure to meet sales targets occasioned Mary's dismissal on Monday. Simply put, as a verb, occasion is about what caused the occasion, not the occasion itself. And now we can all say it right. Oh, what can I eat?
That was Teacher Kojo. We say it right. So occasion. It's occasion, verb and noun. Yeah, you can learn to use it right and say it right. Thank you, Kojo. It's 6:41 and it's time for the newspaper review. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. Access Bank more than banking, and Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Happy Smile. Those are our sponsors for the newspaper review. SP, what do we have?
Should I say the streets is hot? Giddy. But, well, Shatta Wale has been asking his supporters to calm down. So we brought you that story on the 6 a.m. news. But the Daily Graphic is still talking about it. It's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. If you grab a copy, you get details. Shatta Wale released 5 million bond, 2 sureties, and fans beseeching the presence of EOCO, asking EOCO to temper justice with mercy. That's been the call ever since yesterday. They've been sending a special appeal to EOCO boss Ramonacha to release our man for us. That's been the appeal. So the Daily Graphic is talking about that as well. There's 2.5 million up for grabs. Third luckiest seasonal draw has been launched. So it looks like that promo is going on with exciting deals as well. And they've been on the Super Morning Show telling you about the great and exciting opportunities you have with that draw. Then we have, that sad story in the Ashanti region as mourners are flooding a 1-week observance of Nana Konadu Yadom III as funeral rites are now slated for September 14. It's a 4-day period, so 14 to 18, all of these rituals will be performed just to pay the final respects.
Yes, and Blazer, the back page of the Daily Graphic.
There's also the story about motorists expressing concern, exactly what you were talking about on the back page of the Daily Graphic. Motorists express concerns over stalled Accra Tema Beach Road project. All of these stories you find when you grab the Daily Graphic.
And on roads, if you go to the Inquisitor front page, Suhini shares positive updates on Ofanko and Sawam Road. We need positive updates on the Tema Beach Road as well.
Yes.
Exposed Fifi in Jandam as Cocoa Board deflate lies. You know the interview Fifi granted that Cocoa Board is employing. They've sent some directors home and they are still paying them. Cocoa Board says that is not true.
Yep.
Kweku Morte chairs Gold Board Tribunal, and NAPO calls for fairness, integrity in politics. NPA is also getting ready for a 24-hour economy in the downstream petroleum sector, and Chief of Staff has unveiled a new board for the Millennium Development Authority, MIDA.
Yeah, the Daily Guide is here. Shatta Wale released on 5 million bail. That's the big story on the front page with pictures of the fans and those who've been beseeching the headquarters of EOCO. Cybercrime raid nets 39 suspects in Tema. And the Asante Queen goes home September 18 with a picture of Asante Otunfosetu with some exchanges there with the Vice President, Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman. They've all stormed Mensha yesterday together with the chairperson of the National Democratic Congress and leadership of the some quite a big delegation from government there visiting Mensha yesterday. GRNMA, General Secretary, fires Health Minister, called him some names which the minister is not really pleased about. And the minister has been holding a press conference to explain why he believes this whole rage attack situation on the nest is being resolved and why the public should be calm about it.
We'll get deeper in that story later this morning on the Super Morning Show. Now, let me bring you the news center. Funeral rites for Asante Hima slated for September 14 to 18. And as part of the funeral rites, Asante Man Council, Tunfo, has decreed that nobody can have any public gatherings within the 14th to the 18th of September. Adidome Chief introduces health kiosk to fight NCDs, and government moves to tackle Kumasi floods. This is the Minister for Housing and Water Resources. Ghana card impact. World Bank lauds MOFA's use of card to track farm inputs distribution to 655,000 farmers, and we are told that the system kept smuggling and ensured supplies reached intended farmers. How $4 million scam? Fast cars face fame snag Shatta Wale. And Ghana, Japan open new trade infrastructure investment ties.
The Daily Gist, Shatta Wale freed after fans showed down at EOCO. Almost all the newspapers are talking about this big story. Lots of fans there not even allowing his manager to just drive past yesterday when he was released. But, of course, he came online just to assure his fans that he's okay. And you see pictures of this, jubilant crowd there on the front page of the Daily Gist. Revealed 8 goons attacked Reach hospital nurses. There's a CCTV footage going around which appears to be absolving Ralph St. Williams from any formal attack as alleged by the nurses. This story has to be probed for us to know what exactly happened, but the story is there with a picture of Ralph St. Williams and the fact that some 8 goons, according to the Daily Gist, were responsible for this. Cocoa bought Fifi Boafo crossfire over jobless director's saga because Fifi Boafo, the former spokesperson for Cocoa Board, has been raising concerns about the recent managerial changes taking place at Cocoa Board, accusing Ransford Abbey of masterminding some leave directives that were issued to some directors simply because he claims that these people do not side with the NDC. We'll dig into that shortly. And the NDC and MPP are also facing off in the Akwetia by-election. That's one we're looking forward to, and expect your election headquarters to bring you some updates on that. The Daily Gist is still talking about 2 more stories. Mahama betrays Okada riders with arrest. The communications minister, we understand, has given a directive on that, so we'll dig into it shortly. And drip is broke. That's according to the national coordinator,
Drip? The district road improvement program.
Yes, which
they are broke.
Vice
Why?
President Baumia launched before he.
Why are they broke?
Probably there's no money.
What work have they done? What work are they doing?
But you've seen the caterpillar.
No, I've seen the machines. That's why I'm asking what you see. Drip is not new, okay? And it's interesting. What's it? Neil Ante van der Poy is heading Drip because in Mahama's first term, okay, President Mahama's first term, we had something like Drip, but it wasn't called Drip. They bought machines like that again, and they were supposed to be put in plant pools to help us deal with some of our infrastructure problems. And then Nana Akufo-Addo came. He's bought machines, branded it Drip. We really need to look at this strategy of buying a lot of machines, putting them in regional coordinating councils to use for works locally. Who really is coordinating that? What's the number of machine operators we have? Who can have access to these machines? How do we maintain the machines to deliver the value we seek? This is something we need to really dig into. Now, the BNFT front page, Importers and Exporters Association have paid a courtesy call on the BOG governor, and they are asking for the BOG to review fees and charges on forex transactions and also the $10,000 cap. That's on the front page of the BNFT. High interest rates threaten private sector despite it's not despite, right? Despite the Cedi gains. This is Prof. Bobkin. IFS advocates shift to production sharing in extractives, and GRA adopts collaborative approach to boost revenue collection. So these are the newspaper headlines.
Great stories. Interesting story here we have on the Ghanaian Point, the front page. The presidential debate, the presidential jet debate. Surprisingly, you would expect that the call will come from other groups who are so particular about this, but a traders group is urging government to procure a new presidential jet. Interesting points they've been raising. We might perhaps briefly bring you details shortly, but there's also the talk about Akwetia election, with the IGP indicating that our eyes are red for Akwetia, and that's been attributed to the IGP and the police service. So you can find details of that on the front page of the Ghanaian Point. Apenyo Makin is raising alarm over prolonged water shortage affecting his municipality.
That's Winneba.
He's asking the Ghana Water Company Limited to do something about it, and so probably the MD has quite a lot of work to do for Osahin this morning. Africa's growing youth ticking time bomb. That's the biggest concern of President John Dramani Mahama, because he believes that if African governments are not able to provide jobs for the youth, that is going to be quite a challenge for us going into the future. So he's been speaking at the, his trip that is on to Japan and Singapore. We'll be monitoring that closely and bringing updates. Efficient transport logistics crucial to driving the 24-hour economy. That's according to Chief of Staff Julius Debra.
Very important. Now let's go online. The online news review is brought to you by Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And speaking about banking, when time is of the essence, banking should not slow you down. Skip that queue, deposit cash straight into your account with Zenith Bank's cash deposit ATMs. They are available 24 hours a day. And Zenith Bank's cash deposit ATMs are located at Zenith Bank's East Legon, Laboni, Techi Plaza, Suyan, and Ahojo, and also the head office branches. So you would experience fast, secure, and convenient cash deposits any time of the day. Now, that's banking on your terms. Zenith Bank is working, certainly, in your best interest.
Let's go to my Joy Online. Japanese business to invest $100 million to make Ghana Africa's first AI-powered agriculture hub. Clearing goods at the ports not affected by Ghana card dispute. This is the GRA boss. Explain why BOG is preventing large companies from withdrawing dollars they never deposited. Now, Temaport goes 247 as importers can now clear goods even at 2 a.m. And Baumia opens commanding lead in NPP race with 52% support. Global Info Analytics is telling us that. And overregulation is killing innovation. This is President Mahama at the TICAD in Japan. Shatta Wale has been released from EOCO custody. The story is there with all the details. And nursing and midwifery licensing exams postponed to September 4. Nigerian firm develops bionic arms for amputees. And Trump administration is reviewing all 55 million foreigners with US visas in growing crackdown. That is my Joy Online this morning. Please give us City Newsroom.
Before we do that, Business and Financial Times is also here. Looks like
we did that from the newspaper, so let's go to City Newsroom.
Briefly, high interest rates threaten private sector despite Cedi gains. That's according to Professor Bobkin. And then you see the IFS advocates shifting to production and sharing. You can find details of that when you log on to the Business and Financial Times online. And GRA is also adopting some collaborative approach to boosting revenue collection. These are some of the stories you find when you log on there. The City Newsroom is also here. Ghana secures $100 million US dollar drive to power AI and a great transformation. It comes with a picture of President John Dramani Mahama with some Japanese investors. So it looks like more cash is coming through. AGI charges GRA, other agencies, to clamp down on illegally imported goods. Sam George holds crackdown on unlicensed delivery riders. I'm confident IGP's security assurances for Akwetia by-election. That's according to the Binduri MP. So these are some of the stories you'd find when you log on to City Newsroom online. Katie Amond is also saying that he would appeal his 60,000 Ghana cedis court fine. You can check details out when you log on to City Newsroom online.
Now, let me bring you some of the details of the stories from the news center. Capital expenditure slumped by 60.6%. This is the IFS. They are saying that capital expenditure slumped by 60.6%, equivalent to 10.95 billion Ghana cedis shortfall in the first half of 2025. Arrears payments also lagged by 36.2%, threatening contractor liquidity and raising risks of non-performing loans in the banking sector. This can also explain why we don't have enough cash in the system. 10.95 billion shortfall in the first half of 2025, which is capital expenditure, and arrears payment also lagged by 36.2%. That is by the IFS. If you check the same page, SMEs face higher volatile borrowing costs. This is the BOG. It says an analysis of the annualized performance rates, percentage rates for June 2025 has revealed a significant disparity in loan costs, with households often receiving more favorable rates than SMEs. This is data compiled by the Bank of Ghana. So people who need money for business are not getting them any cheaper. And the BOG's own data is revealing this. Now, still on BOG, they've ordered corporates to match forest withdrawals with deposits, and they've asked banks not to give big corporate institutions forex payments if they don't have deposits to match this. And he said banks must retain proper documentation to confirm the source of funds for every payout. That is on the BOG.
This interesting story about the presidential jet. There's a group calling themselves the Traders Advocacy Group Ghana, TAG. They are calling on the government to urgently acquire a new presidential jet, citing risk and disruptions associated with President John Dramani Mahama's recent travels. In a statement, TAG highlighted the security concerns and inconveniences, I should say, caused by the current arrangement, which they say affects both president and citizens as well. Quote, as traders who frequently travel internationally to import goods, we understand the frustration of unreliable airline arrangements. It is worrying that even the first gentleman is subjected to such inconveniences. Ghana, a nation rich in resources such as gold, oil, and other minerals, must address this national challenge with seriousness and urgency. This group.
You read a story on jobs, referring to President Mahama speaking at TCAD. Can you share that story with us?
Yeah, we'll get into that shortly. I think, it's also online. You'd find details of that when you get to, of course, City Newsroom online, talking about the fact that Ghana's agricultural sector is set for a major boost as Diggers Limited, a global leader in AI-driven agribusiness solution, has now announced $100 million US dollar investment in the country over the next 4 years. We understand the announcement was made in Yokohama, Japan, where the president is on a tour and follows a meeting with the chief executive officer of that company. And we understand that this initiative is aiming at positioning the country as a hub for AI-powered agriculture by deploying cutting-edge technologies to increase productivity, strengthen the value chain, and also create new jobs. So that's the essence of the deal. Good money coming in for the country.
Now let's have the update on Shatta Wale, the release, and EOCO.
Probably
is
have that
on the front page of
the Daily Graphic is also talking about it. 5 million Ghana cedis bond and 2 sureties, we understand, is what secured a release of dancehall musician Shatta Wale. The revision of the bail conditions coupled with the sheer force of youth support secured that release, according to the Daily Graphic. So those are some of the stories.
The center spread of the news center has a detailed story on that. Elvis Darko writes how $4 million scam, fast cars, fame snagged Shatta Wale. And he goes on to talk about the work of the FBI, EOCO, the vehicle, which is at the center of the controversy. How Shatta Wale spent a night at EOCO, and Shatta Wale has denied the fraud link, and he's asking what is next for the dancehall king. You'd want to read that in the center spread of the news center. There's also an interesting story. 3rd annual Northern Trade, Industry and Investment Summit opens in Tamale. Earlier this year, there was the Kwahu Business Summit. Now, the people in the northern region are also organizing their investment summit, and I hope and pray that it results in a lot of business deals and development for the northern region. It's time to bring you the BBC News. It's brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Podcasts. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Airships are being built to transport goods to remote communities in regions of Africa or the Arctic. Entrepreneurs are developing modern versions of the balloons, including Spencer Horn. He tells us about his passion for airships and why they're useful in Africa.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
I'm Sarah Smith, and you are about to hear Americast, the BBC's US News and Politics podcast on the BBC World Service. In today's programme, can Donald Trump keep the record number of Latinos who voted Republican in the 2024 election? The president's ability to win over Latino voters from the Democrats was one of the biggest stories of last year's campaign. But recent polling suggests high prices and the cost of living is leading some voters to rethink their choice. The veteran Latino pollster Mike Madrid tells us Republicans cannot take anything for granted.
If Donald Trump had just gone golfing and not messed with tariffs and done anything to the economy, he would probably be sitting in the low 60s in terms of his approval rating right now.
What does Donald Trump need to do to keep Latinos on side? And is there an opportunity for Democrats to win back the voters they lost? That's all coming up on Americast. I will be back in 5 minutes with Justin Webb after the news.
I'm Debbie Rust with the BBC News. Hello. Palestinian media say Israel has continued its bombing of Gaza City overnight after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu approved plans to take over the city. The new assault will displace hundreds of thousands of people. Repeating rhetoric deployed by Israeli government, the Defence Minister Yisrael Katz threatened that the gates of hell would be opening unless Hamas agreed to disarm, releasing all remaining hostages and end the war on Israel's terms. Dan Stewart is from the charity Save the Children.
In Gaza City at the moment, children and families are facing just an overwhelming sense of exhaustion and despair. Hundreds of thousands of people across Gaza have already been forcibly displaced many times throughout this war. This is the latest potentially massive escalation in that cycle of psychological punishment, really, alongside the very real dangers of the bombardment.
The UN-backed body responsible for monitoring food security is to release an update on Gaza shortly. UN agencies are warning that the global workforce needs better protection from excessive heat driven by worldwide warming. The World Health Organization says mitigation should focus on older workers and those with health conditions, with shifts moved to cooler hours and buildings made more heat resilient. Imogen Folks reports from Geneva.
The WHO has warned many times that extreme heat affects our health. This report looks specifically at the workplace. Construction and agriculture are particularly affected. The report finds that productivity drops by 2% for every degree above 20 degrees centigrade. Health risks include heat stroke, dehydration, kidney problems, and an increased risk of accident.
The European Union's head of foreign affairs, Kaja Kallas, has told the BBC that Russia's President Putin got everything he wanted from last week's summit with President Trump in Alaska. She warned that without long-term security guarantees for Ukraine, Russia would attack again. And Ms. Kallas accused Mr. Putin of making no effort to seek peace.
We see Europeans, Ukrainians, Americans wanting peace and doing all the diplomatic efforts to achieve that, whereas Russia is just dragging feet. It's clear that Russia does not want peace. Putin is just laughing, not stopping the killing, but increasing the killing, actually, increasing the bombings on Ukraine. You can't possibly negotiate under, bombs.
One of two American brothers convicted of murdering their parents in Beverly Hills 36 years ago has been denied parole. Eric Menendez, who's now 54, was told at a hearing in California that he still posed a risk to public safety and had not been a model prisoner. You're listening to the latest world news from the BBC. A car bomb attack has killed at least 6 people outside a Colombian military airbase in the city of Cali. The authorities say 36 people were injured. Witnesses say civilians are among the victims. Local media have blamed a dissident rebel group for the attack. A court in the Thai capital, Bangkok, has cleared the former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra of violating strict laws against insulting the monarchy. He had denied infringing lèse-majesté laws during an interview 10 years ago. Mr. Thaksin's daughter, Paetongtarn, the current Prime Minister, is facing dismissal by the Constitutional Court over an alleged breach of ethics. Our correspondent in Thailand, Jonathan Head, has this assessment.
Although those parties in government, it's an uneasy coalition. They've not performed very well economically. The Cambodian border war has not made them look good. There may be some discussion about whether there shouldn't be some political changes at the top, particularly if his daughter is stripped of the prime ministership. But I think even if that doesn't happen, the Shinawatra family, for all of their prominence, are no longer as powerful as they used to be. And I think we will see quite a lot of movement in who runs Thai politics. Mr. Thaksin will be there, very visible as always. But I think these days, as a 76-year-old man, he just isn't the powerful figure he used to be.
The Trump administration has stopped issuing visas to foreign commercial truck drivers with immediate effect. This follows media reports about an Indian-born truck driver accused of killing 3 people in another vehicle while making an illegal U-turn. British scientists have discovered a new species of a large plant-eating dinosaur that had a sail-like structure along its back and tail. Fossils of the animal, related to the better-known iguanodon, were found off England's south coast. Researchers say that modern reptiles with sails are thought to use them to impress mates or intimidate rivals, and the same was likely for the new dinosaur. BBC News.
Fidelity Bank say save and win. Montio, Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sika boom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Glyco Life Micro Insurance customers, hey! Glyco Life damwase more piafo ya sumo e konfinhye duanan bonsumuni ya nantiye ye damwase ne yasemo se ye the Glyco Life app aba e wo mobile phone so a ama yenkita hodie ayemre. Glyco Life Micro Insurance goes digital. Say die uye Glyco Life edwankoso ana Glyco Life enidaso customer ehun hia se obenya adansidie krata ekyerese wetua bibi ama Glyco die hia ni se ube downloadu Glyco Life app no ana ye agenta ya tetom abefo kwan so ebeboa wo mwetumi a downloadu ewo phone so 24 hours ebre any baby a wo bia ubetumi etua wontie ni ama Glyco anampo ubetumi ajosika efri Glyco nchen abefo kwan so sanhihye yi ede asomdwe ebebre Glyco Life adwadifo baby a wo ene ebre bia Glyco, we cushion you for life.
This is Senna from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we are right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We are the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resort. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Yeah! She was saying, get a Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away. How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Your family's health
should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ebusiapa health cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ebusiapa health cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ebusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
We run this mother.
It's
We run this mother. We run this mother. We run this mother. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world?
tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good
Coffee
night.
in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get up.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
and then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
And we're standing side by side as a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. 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 Shine a light through an open door. Love and life, how we'll divide. Turn away 'cause I need you more. Feel the heartbeat in my mind. It's Friday. I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
When DJ Betty is in his elements, you know that Charlie, the Friday energy will come at this particular point. Betty. These songs don't call for sitting in the studio. Sogah, we need a dance floor, yeah? A dance floor with lights and everything. The Harlem Shake. Have you ever been to a disco before?
No.
You've not been to a disco, but you've been to a nightclub.
No.
You've not been to a nightclub, you've not been to a disco.
No, not at all.
But on court, have you been to a dance before?
I think I have a virtual sense of what happens in
but
there.
This one. So what do you do?
What do you do? Great question. What do you do?
Sogah, what do you do?
What do you do?
You've not been to a disco?
No.
You've not been to
I've
a
done
night
virtual disco
club? you don't go. Charlie, disco here though.
Yeah, I see.
Especially when they play all the songs, and then I remember when we were younger, Andy Dusty used to play in all the big clubs in Kumasi and all the big discos. And he will play, then you switch to shackles. Get the shackles off my feet so I can dance.
I see.
Then he will get into some Kirk Franklin. Do you want a revolution? Charlie, people dancing to the gospel in the disco.
You know, that's why I love. That's why I loved his show, The Library.
Oh, Charlie,
that show is a great one. You know, bringing us great music.
And you're a legend, though.
Yeah.
We need to name a street in Osekro after Andy Dusty. A street around Abrepo, Andy Dusty Street, Kwesi Amu Street. You know, let's go to the disco today. Oh no, tomorrow after the Joy Sports Invitational.
Yeah.
Let's find a club. Let's go dance. I'll show you some moves.
Great.
Are you ready?
We should. I'm just worried about what happens tomorrow morning when you have to wake up and do Prime Insights, because it's on Joy Prime as well, very early in the morning. So, yeah.
Charlie, let me give you the disco rundown. So, we'll go to you. So it's club hopping. You go from club to club, disco to disco, and back in Kumasi, you'd end up at Amokom Roundabout around 4 a.m. to eat wache. Or you go to the Bantama High Street to go and eat wache. And there were people who would go dancing all night, go eat wache at 4 a.m., go and shower and get to work by 7 a.m. and continue work.
Yeah.
Those are the typical disco animals. And in Accra too, those times you would go to Paloma, go and sing, and go to Adabraka to eat wache, and and that nightlife economy.
Yeah.
Is the real definition of the early form of 24-hour economy,
There's a good friend of mine who's listening to us this morning. He says, Charlie, you people should not interrupt the DJ. We are jamming, please. It's Friday.
Oh, then. So should we bring the music back?
He says we can close and go home if we like. He'll pay us for the rest of the day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Now that we found love, Heavy D and the boys, what are we going to do with it? It's 7:23. You are live on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. If you found love, go to Safari Valley and enjoy love in nature. Safari Valley Resort is your #1 conference destination. It's also where business meets nature and love meets nature and every other thing meets nature. They redefine the art and craft, and they can host a conference and you'd forget about all your troubles. Okay, so go to Safari Valley if you have any conference, if you have any event that meets you connecting with nature. If you're planning your board meetings, your management strategy sessions, your leadership sessions, everything that involves the best place to meet, go to Safari Valley Resort. Call them on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And want extra peace of mind for you and your family? Get more, and it does so from Glyco Life, a life insurance plan that actually delivers. Enjoy free e-health services, a guaranteed death benefit for you and your loved ones, and a permanent disability benefit that supports you through life's unexpected challenges. It's simple, it's secure, it's just a dial away. *765# now. Just dial that to sign up. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
And if you're looking for the water tank that helps you store water and not have problems, it's Syntex tank. Syntex is strong, it's durable, built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex has your back. They have 400 agents nationwide. So from Tumu to Aflao, Wale to Elubo, you can get a Syntex tank outlet anywhere you find yourself. Call them on 0244 335 168. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, air strong, air tough.
And there's never been a better time to get things done. And SG Ghana is making it all possible. It's about the low interest loans that are back. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on the Controller and Accountant General's department's payroll, work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or you already bank with SG Ghana, this is certainly your time. So from now to the end of September 2025, apply and receive loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasan Tisu loan promo. Join thousands of Ghanaians transforming their lives with the money they need at rates they love. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you today. You can call them equally on 0302 214 314 for more details about the Yasan Tisu loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
If you still move from your home or your office to buy office supplies, office essentials, equipment and furniture, you are just wasting your time. Just go to kingdomstoreonline.com. You can just shop online. It's hassle free. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema. Accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark.
And many of you have been talking about the Cedi, how it's looking good these days. Prices have also been slashed, but your purchasing power is low. Well, Bank of Africa can fix that for you with the quick fix loan. They empower you to grab this rare opportunity. Just call it a loan on the go. So get up to 5 months of your net salary and pay within 11 months. You can spread it across. It's as easy as it can get. No deposit build-ups are required. Just straightforward application at the lowest rates in terms of interest rates. So visit any Bank of Africa branch today, contact them and reach the call center on 0302 242 9333. You can also call 0302 242 9690. Let me take that again, 0302 242 9690 for enquiries and assistance. Terms and conditions to apply. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group and as close as a partner.
So your friend wants more music, eh?
He's enjoying it.
How about this?
Hi, Bobby. You want to go for a ride? Sure can. Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. In your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
From Barbie girl to Wengeze. It's 7:29. You are still live on the Super Morning Show. This is for Blizzard's friend who wants more music. Yes, but you want to make more money.
Yeah. The money and the pleasure. Which one will you choose? The money can actually fuel your pleasure. The pleasure to sometimes you can get it for free, but not entirely free all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to make more money. But anyway, good morning to Caleb who's listening to us this morning, and more of the tunes will be coming up. So just stay with us, bear with us as well while we make more money.
I just got
a
message from a friend, and I don't know why all the stories today are about my female friends. And she's saying, Kojo, the story you shared earlier is just like mine. It's been 8 months into the year and I've not hit my target even for once this year. All my clients who used to do a lot of deposits and give us a lot of business are no longer giving us business. They all say that business is hard and they don't have liquidity. And my bosses are always on me, but it's not me. It's not me. It's just that the system is not in my favor. Charlie, people are going through it. People are going through it. But if you are going through it, at least there's something that gives you some hope and a little bit more. That is Excellium new formula from Total Energies. At least it helps you to lower your fuel consumption so you save some money. And so if you want to fill your tank, get the Excellium new formula from Total Energies. It has 3-in-1 power It lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption. It reduces your CO2 emissions. It cleans your engine. So it basically helps to maintain your car and reduce your expenditure on the road. You will drive, experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
And it's back. It's bigger. Fidelity Bank's Sika Boom Reloaded promo is here to reward your savings with a life-changing cash prize. Just deposit and also maintain 500 cedis or more in your Fidelity account, and you could win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in the grand draw. So with every 500 cedis you deposit, you stand a chance to win 5,000 in the monthly draw. So don't you have an account yet? Open one, save smart and points, and also win big. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. This promo is on NLA's Caritas platform, but note that terms and conditions do apply.
You know, this morning Fidelity Bank is undertaking a beach cleaning exercise here in Accra. They are going to the Kumasamba Labamba Beach in La. Yes, this morning as part of their sustainability month. Great. And so we'll join them later to clean the beach. And later this morning we have the blood drive with Fidelity Bank. We are donating blood to save lives. It's happening at the forecourt of the Kintakiteria, the first cluster of schools at Adabraka. So if you work around Adabraka, join us, donate blood to save lives. Now, if you are looking for a faster and easier way to engage Ghana Water Limited services online, just get the Ghana Water Company Limited customer app. It's the GWCL customer app from Google Play Store or the App Store. Now, this app helps you to pay your bills, check your billing and payment statements, report leakages, report illegal customer activities, report faults, and it basically helps you to do everything you want to do with Ghana Water Company in the comfort of your home or your office just on your phone. You can also dial star 1010 hash, that is star 1010 hash, and have access to all of Ghana Water Company Limited services. If you need help, call them toll free on 0800 40,000 or 020-738-5089. Email info@gwcl.com.gh and their website is gwcl.com.gh. Ghana Water Limited at your service. And if you need a place to enjoy the ultimate waterfront getaway, that is Aqua Safari in the in Big Ada on the banks of the Serene Volta region. They have delicious food, luxurious rooms, everything you need to enjoy your stay. So if you're looking for a vacation destination or that perfect riverfront venue for your conference, your only option is Aqua Safari. Call them on 0800 110 190. That is 0800 110 190 or 0540 110 190. Now we are going for a quick break. When we return, there's business, there's your birthday messages, there's sports, business minute, and a whole lot more here for you on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Minsaka insurance claim no.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
Minsaka no. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Wunsaka.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcom gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like Jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
And your birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa. Get a quick fixed loan from Bank of Africa at an unbeatably low interest rate. Call or visit Bank of Africa today. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Okay, Nana Kwame is here this morning. Says, to my love at 31. At 31, you shine so bright, my dearest joy, my heart's delight. With every year, my love has grown. Forever with you feels like home. Hey, Charlie, people get lines. Anyway, happy birthday to my lovely Tisha Amening, and it's from Nana Kwame, your husband. Wishing you all the best at 31. And also, people are looking forward to the weekend because one says that tomorrow, Saturday, is my birthday. I want you guys to help me thank the Almighty for His continuous blessings and mercy. So that's from Jones Adoboy listening to us.
Jones should come for the invitational. So we share some kinky and something else.
Yeah, and many more.
And many more. And let me say good morning to Paul Avevo and to your daughter Elom Avevo. I met you at Margaretha's book launch yesterday at the British Council. Good morning to you and congrats to you, Margaretha Ubels. She's Dutch. She stayed in Ghana for 30 years, writing books for children and really interesting creative pieces. So congratulations to you, Margaretha, for the successful launch of your book. Also, happy birthday going out to you, Jejo Mansa Ziga Kwakofi. Today is your birthday. From Kevin, from all of us, from the kids, from the whole family to you. Happy birthday, Jejo. And also to you, Angela Osei Tutu, listening to us in Kumasi, from your husband, Dr. Lawrence Osei Tutu, and from all the children. Happy birthday to you.
And this one says happy birthday to Mrs. Gilles Ayicho Kote of the Nyaho Medical Center. Is from the Tego family at New Bawe. They are wishing you all the best. And so if you're listening to us, we say kudos to you and the team also at the Nyaho Medical Center doing that. Lots of people going into the exams this weekend, and Yao here with us is wishing his group members, Evelyn Yeboah Mensah, NPA, Dr. Matilda Ada of Total Vision Eye Care, Felicia Da Costa of KGL Foundation, and also Prince Ajanku, all the best in their upcoming examinations. So you guys, please prepare so you don't disappoint him as well.
So happy birthday to all of you. If you are celebrating today, tomorrow, over the weekend, join us at the Lagos Sports Stadium for the Joy Sports Invitational. There'll be a lot of kinky going around, a lot of music, lovely people. So come, let's celebrate your birthday with you at the Joy Sports Invitational. And that brings us to the Sports Center, which is brought to us by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go seamless today. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. And DSTV, what an awesome news to share. Pay your DSTV package today and be upgraded to the next higher package for free. Dial star 759 hash. Picky and also Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Go.
And guys, have you ever thought about what true convenience actually means? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. And speaking of easy solutions, have you heard about the M-Care from MTN and MedPharma? Well, that's convenient healthcare for everyone. Let's face it, being sick is no fun and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all of that hassle is disappearing. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between a 10 and also 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy and medication delivered right to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with a life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and also health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Now I ask you, what's more convenient than this? So download the MedPharma app to sign up to the silver or gold package today.
And if you are trying to invest, if you are trying to grow your wealth, Standard Chartered Bank is here for good, and they are ready to be with you. With Standard Chartered Bank, you get more than just banking. You get access to a global network of tailored solutions designed to grow, manage, and protect your wealth for generations to come. Now is the time to act on insight, not hindsight. So talk to Standard Chartered. Let them help you grow, protect, and safeguard your wealth. Call them on 023-300-0041. Standard Chartered, here for good. And you should also join us for the 4th Made in Ghana Bazaar by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with the stakeholders at the Accra International Conference Center from the 5th to 7th of September, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. daily. The theme is championing economic diplomacy, connecting producers, markets, and opportunities, and exhibitors include Ghanaian businesses and embassies. Now, this bazaar will promote Ghana's products abroad and foster international trade. If you've not registered, you should register. Latif Abubakar's Ghana Must Go and other vibrant entertainers will also be there to entertain you. 5th to 7th of September, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. daily. Sponsors are Ghana Exim Bank, GMPC, Green Power Properties, Zonda Tech, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GRA Free Zones Authority, Ghana Shippers Authority, Upstore Consult, We Shop Africa, and B5 Plus. Beverage partners, Trillium Industries, clothing partners, ATL and Woodin, official media partners, GCB, the Multimedia Group, and SP Agency. The 4th Made in Ghana Bazaar at AICC, 5th to 7th September. Come and connect and promote Ghana's goods to the world. Achwe!
Kojo Akoto Boating.
Finally!
Chale, yesterday, Abuaji.
On your serious.
You see the video?
I've seen the video. George Quay, me dirty.
George Quay says
he went to sit at Hits FM to do me dirty.
George Quay says tomorrow he's coming to swim.
He should come.
But imagine someone.
Yes.
Who was born in an area.
Yes.
Without water.
Mm.
You want to compete with someone who has been fishing since even before he was born.
You see, fishing is not swimming. If they could swim to fish, they will not have canoes and boats.
Yes.
Fishing is not swimming.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even with the canoe and the boat, you need to be very good when it comes to swimming, so that when you fall inside the water, you'll be able to.
I'll show him Pepe.
George Quay says the additional ambulance is for you.
Oh.
He says we should get 4 oxygen tanks.
Yes.
For when you run out of breath.
If a man says, if a man promises you, listen to his name. So
No, but if a blind man also tells you he will stone you, you should know that he's standing on something.
If a blind man tells me he'll stone me, I'll take him to the eye clinic. Charlie, what's up?
We're having a lot happening tomorrow at the Joy Sports Invitational. We're starting very early in the day. We will be there by 5 a.m. In fact, I'm going to spend half of my day today at the stadium putting final touches to everything. So when we hit the grounds at 5 a.m. tomorrow, we simply will start rolling out. We will just be there to wait for you.
Yeah.
So
come and have fun. It's a day of fun. It's a day of networking. A day of building long-lasting relationships. You can never tell what the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament can do for you. And in fact, yesterday we met nearly all the companies at the University of Ghana Stadium.
50 companies, you say?
Yeah, 50 companies. There are 50. There's Minerals Commission. There's Promo World. So yeah.
Minerals Commission. I'm for Golden Brown. I'm for Golden Gyasi. But then you're exchanging Gyasi.
No, we have to. You should add this message to the CEO. She come with the gold. Yeah, we need the gold.
Yesterday, when I told someone that Minerals Commission are coming, he asked them which of the disciplines are they capable of? Because for them, every day suit and tie.
No. They actually do a lot of leg work. Because,
like what?
Look, all the mineral concessions that they give out, they need to go to the fields to see. And those fields are like treacherous fields, eh? You walk through mountain ranges.
Isn't that stuff that they contract their surveyors and other technical
Yes, but they also go. They need to.
Are
be
they
boots
part
on
of the
ground.
core staff?
My friend.
No. So look at the insurance company.
You do not know.
Insurance company.
Yes.
The bankers.
Yes.
What do? They are always
I'm saying this because my observation over the years has been that for the companies whose job includes manufacturing, some hands work and all of that, the bulk of their staff, young, youthful, athletic. So it is very easy for them to do well in a lot of those.
You've not seen some of the bankers.
Look, wait.
When they start as salespeople, they walk like 50 kilometers every day. I'm to Abu Bossa Sam Johnson 9.
Charlie,
you
heavy calves. No, see, the one discipline that I know that the corporate guys excel at, especially the old men and the old women, tennis. Lawn tennis and table tennis.
And
chess
for them, and those
things. Because for them, the week. Look, you
can
see
David Eduafo versus
last
McDan.
year. I've forgotten the man's name. He executed some serious backhand. I was like,
that's the David Eduafo.
Yes, I said this is dope
because
because
if we find very good athletes at the Invitational, let's take them to the Olympic Committee. Let's train them.
Definitely,
to
most
definitely.
So one of the things, in fact, you're already doing business. In fact, I was envy. There were 2 competitions that made me envy my colleagues who were coordinating them: swimming and then tennis.
Yeah.
Because you see, what a lot of people don't know is that for a lot of our big men and big women, almost every Saturday they are at one tennis club or the other playing tennis. So over the years, they have built the endurance and have honed their craft. So you see someone execute some backhand and you'll be blown away. It is one of the things I'm looking out for. But when it comes to the football, the people I'm tipping to Emigo Ghana, because of what I saw there. And then multi-choice.
So you mean not baby woman?
Don't overlook YE. Basintele and his boys.
No, Basintele. If he doesn't win in the football, he will have works. He will have works with him.
If he doesn't win, that's 5,000 men, 3,000.
The CEO of NIA, Wisdom, says that he wants to come and participate in the E-Games. I asked him why. He said, for the E-Games, it is easy.
It's coming tomorrow. The guys are here, guys. Take over.
So look, Kojo, and one of the things we're doing this year is the regulations that we're introducing, because we realized that last year we were almost overwhelmed by the numbers that came and the way people wanted to get as close as possible to the action. Muftar spoke to the stadium administrator, right?
Yes.
And he gave some guidelines.
He gave us some guidelines. Yeah. So one of the things that we have to do is that stepping on the tartan track. It is the only standardized track that we have in the country. It's not permitted. But what they will do
in the country.
Yes.
Yeah. Continue.
But what they will do is that they will cover it for us. That's to ensure that we do not hit the track. And in fact, yesterday when we met the companies at the stadium once again, we reiterated some of the guidelines that are required for everyone. But one of the things that I must mention is that if you want to come to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament and you say your niece, your nephew, or your children want to come, and you have maybe reservations that if I go, where will I leave you? We've created a children's playground.
I'm Bundy. I'm bringing my children.
We've created a children's playground. So you can leave your children there, go there and have fun. They will also have their fun. And then when you come, you can pick them up.
It's actually good to bring your children so that say,
they are a witness to it. You can't come back to the house and tell them when I was young, I was better. So these are some of the things that we've created to ensure that everyone who comes there will have a certain experience. The fire service will be there, the ambulance service will be there.
3 ambulances for George Queen.
In fact, we are actually creating a medical stand for our first aid services. Should anything happen to anyone, when you do some of these things, you have to plan way ahead of time. So we've ensured that you go for Ghana Medical Center, they'll be on standby to render some of the best of services. We are just close to them. So these are some of the things that we are doing. And in fact, we are going to create a help desk, a registration desk, and we will create some directional signs at the venue to make it very easy for everyone who is coming.
It's happening at the Legon
Stadium. Yeah, so we'll start with the walk. So the walk will take us to the BAM library and back. We are hoping to have the chief of staff. You cannot beat the chief of staff.
Yeah.
So it is fun. Let's have the fun.
So no mountain.
If you try the chief of staff, you lose. Yeah. So basically, it's just going to be fun that day. And the football is starting at exactly 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what we're opening.
Yeah, that's what we're
when do we have the CEO's challenge?
The CEO's challenge is around 2 p.m.
It's around 2 p.m. That's the game I'm overseeing.
Yes. You have to supervise that.
CEO's not mobile.
Look, one of the things that I'm excited about also is the food courts we're creating at the cafeteria.
Yeah. Okay.
So that in case your kids want to eat something, and see, this is why you need to come with the family.
Yeah.
Yourself, your girlfriend, your kids, yourself, your wife, your kids.
And your girlfriend and your boyfriends.
Yeah.
There's some people who are not married and they have boyfriends. Why are you taking them out?
No, I'm just saying that for those with kids, don't come alone.
Yeah.
Come with your partner. So that in case Madam wants to watch the CEO's penalty kicks,
it's a family day out.
Yes. Daddy can take the kids to the cafeteria, they eat, and then they come back so that we don't soil or create leave stuff who are not undesirable stuff.
Great.
Food packs and stuff.
And there'll be like a variety of.
Look, there's a variety.
We are not asking anyone to pay any admission fees, entrance fees, or gate fees, or any of that. The only money you need is what you used to buy your own water and the suya there.
And in fact, the water, we have decided to take care of water for all participants. If you come with your children and all that, we'll take care of it for you.
Fantastic.
Water is free.
Water is free.
It is flowing.
It is flowing.
Allah.
Yes. Piva Beverages are making sure that we sort out everyone if you need water.
Host and win.
Yeah. Let's have the final word on this from Joy Sports editor Fentio Tahiru Fentio, who is giving you an overview of what to expect tomorrow at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
We are ready for the Joy Sports Invitational, and we have been ready for a while now until the forced postponement. But come 23rd, it's just tomorrow. We start from 6 a.m. and run all the way till the last event is done. As we've consistently communicated, this year's Joy Sports Invitational is the biggest one yet, with nearly 50 companies from across the country showing up and signing up for this competition. So whether you're looking forward to the sporting activity from the aerobic sessions in the morning to table tennis, CEO penalty shootout, volleyball, lineman spoon race, sack race, arm wrestling, tag of peas, whatever it is that is your sporting activity, and whether it's the football, tomorrow is the day for you to come and show your talent. But even more importantly, tomorrow is a day for you to come and connect and network with people from so many other companies that will be there. So we are very excited to have everyone, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
And we all will be at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium tomorrow for the Joy Sports Invitational. Remember, it starts at exactly 6 a.m. with the aerobics, and then the football competition starts at 8 a.m. Do well to come there. There are 50 companies who have signed up for this year's Invitational. All of them will be there. Well, later today, though, the Galka Top 4 competition will continue. Baby Gold Stars, defending champions of the Ghana Premier League, will take on Accra Hearts of Oak. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, meanwhile, they will be taking on Pando Hearts of Lions after losing to Gold Stars by 2-1 in their opening game. Hearts of Lions head coach Bashir Hayford says the game is one more preparatory exercise ahead of the new season.
Gives me a lesson, so I know where to continue again, because I've seen a lot from the two games. We are just preparing for the season, so the team has not gelled yet. We are preparing the team for the league. All these things are preparatory matches for the league, and it's good for us. You now try some new boys, and it's good. I've learned a lot from it.
Now, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, though, they've got one eye on the CAF Confederation Cup that they are preparing for. They will take on Kwara United of Nigeria in 2 weeks' time. Captain of Kotoko is Samba O'Neill.
Now it's been a long time for Kotoko to face this competition again. So I can say almost like
7 years.
7 years or something like that, And we are excited to be back again, and we want to go so far. So we are going to give all that we can do and to go far.
What will be your message to the supporters on Wednesday? It's an afternoon game, 3 p.m. at Accra Sports Stadium. What will be your message to them?
They know they are the best. They are the best. So the way they support the team and they support players anytime. So I invite them to come to stadium to support us again, to push out, to do more and to get that win.
Thank you very much, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
So that was Samba O'Neill speaking to the club's comms unit at Asante Kotoko over there. Let's know the conversation on the Ghana Football Association is progressing with its scouting program for the elite football program. Well, they are in the Bono Afro region in Sunyani. Here is Fatah Salifu, the scouts manager, taking us through what exactly the scouts are looking out for and the credibility of the entire process.
The scouts were trained, they were taken through the DNA of the Ghana Football Association, and I think they have some recommendation forms that they recommend to the FA, and we also come down based on the recommendation they do. Together we now assess the players, so you'll be taken on as a scout if you give us wrong recommendation and we see different things. So they were actually taken through some education, and I believe that they've done the right job.
That's Fatal Salifu, Scouts Manager at the Ghana Football Association. Let's talk some weightlifting, because Emmanuel Moboatin yesterday made a fairy tale return from injury by winning 3 gold medals in the boys 71 kg category at the African Junior and Youth Weightlifting Championships. Here is he speaking after winning the medals.
I would say they gave me a run for my medal, because when the charts came out, I saw the list of countries competing, and I might say I underestimated them, but when they came, they really put up a show. And I didn't beat them by a very big margin. I just beat them like a 3 kg, so it was a very tough competition. And personally, this is like a very big milestone for me, because I came from injury in December, and so I had to prove myself that I still got it. So like this competition and this medal, winning this medal is like a big something for me, because I needed to prove myself that I can still do it.
Salim Abdul also won 3 gold medals in the men's 110 kg events at the African Junior and Youth Weightlifting Championships at the Bukom Boxing Arena. yesterday. We say congratulations to Team Ghana for making all of us proud. That's how we end the Joy Sports Center. Remember, tomorrow we're all converging at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium for the Joy Sports Invitational. But do all to join us later today at 1:30 for Game Plan.
And that was Achu with the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show. That brings us to 8 a.m. and it's time for Business Minute, which is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, we stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, Anointed the Generator Experts.
Good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, we stand with you, and Anointed Electrical Generator Experts. The final value-added tax rate that will be paid by businesses is expected to be reduced to 20% from the current 22% before the close of this year. This will be captured in the 2026 budget that is expected to be presented to Parliament in October this year. Economist Dr. Benjamin Amwa says the directive by the Bank of Ghana to stop the payment of foreign currencies in large quantities will help stabilize the cedi against the US dollar. Finance and Economics Professor Godfred Botkin says investor confidence is expected to rise following government's recent coupon payment to bondholders. This comes after the Ministry of Finance confirmed the successful disbursement of 9.7 billion cedis under the domestic debt exchange program. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, we stand with you, and Anointed Electrical Generator Expert.
And that was Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Electricals. And if you are looking for the best generator solutions, talk to Anointed Electricals today. They give you 5 kVA to 3000 kVA generators at competitive prices. And for every generator you buy, you enjoy 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They are running a 24-hour economy, so they have 24-hour emergency services for you. They sell spare parts. They give you reliable rental services, professional advice, and so much more. If you also want to train, you can go to Anointed and train to be a generator and parts plant specialist, auto mechanic, electrical specialist, controls and solar installations specialist. And all these is done with a hands-on approach, only 20% theory. You can find their head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic lights. You can also call them on 0243 480 334 and 0540 109 9493. Talk to Anointed today and get all the best generator solutions.
Baby, I beg you, yeah. I lost my shoes last night. I don't know where I put my keys. I was tired and fell asleep beneath an oak tree. I bet my mother's proud of me, from each scar upon my knuckle and each graze upon my knee. And all I know is I got a cab and then threw up upon his car seat. He kicked me out and then I walked in the rain. I tell myself in every way I won't be doing this again, and tomorrow's a brand new day. Someone told me, always say what's on your mind, and I am only being honest with you. I get lonely and make mistakes from time to time. Say no man call, yeah. Baby, I beg you, yeah. Baby, I beg you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, I beg you, yeah.
Music from Ed Sheeran and Fuse ODG. Title of the song is Bibia Beye. It's 3:08. You are still live on the Super Morning Show. So this week, one of the biggest conversations has been the Ridge Hospital issue and the related matters.
Now things are looking up. I'll find my shoes right next to the oak tree, and I'll get a bus straight into town.
We need sanity in the health sector. We need results in the health sector.
Say you with me, tomorrow's a brand new.
And a lot needs to be done in the health sector. Let's listen to the health minister and some of his reactions to the big stories this morning here on the Super Morning Show.
Medical negligence. Anytime I hear that, I clinch. We spend not less than, even in some cases, one facility, not less than 10 million Ghana cedis on medical negligence. Maybe you don't know. As a country, we don't have the money to buy the equipment, but we are spending so much. As I speak to you now, the cases on my table within this week are 3 that Attorney General has written to me to provide responses. Medical negligence. So it's a major issue that we are dealing with. and at appropriate time, we may address you on medical negligence. It's a monster rearing its head that we must deal with appropriately.
Medical negligence costing the states over $10 million every year. Emergency care still on the front. How do we ensure that we tool all our facilities to provide the right emergency care? And what really are the stages if you seek emergency care? Where should you go first? Are health workers overburdened? What can we do to make healthcare delivery in the country better? Let's hear from the General Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association executives as well.
And his associates to face the full rigors of the law. Based on those considerations and the maximum support and solidarity we have had from sister unions and the good people of Ghana, the well-meaning people of Ghana, we have taken a decision to support the investigation and to continue to dialogue with the management of the hospital and other security agencies.
So that's the General Secretary of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association also speaking about the issues. This issue has been one of concern for a lot of us. And Sogah, we talk about the health system all the time, and the issues keep coming up all the time as well. And I don't know how, as a country, whether investing in healthcare is too much of an ask by the citizenry. We carried that story from the north about a month ago from Upper East, where even pregnant women were giving birth in chiefs compounds. They had to go home to carry their own water to come get a bath and clean their children. You have been following these issues closely, especially the issues from the Ridge Hospital and all. Your thoughts?
I just think that policymakers are often in that dilemma as to how much of public interest should give way to private interest when it comes to especially management of our health facilities. There's no doubt that if you take private medical facilities and you take a look at them all across the country, regardless of where you find them, even in rural communities, they seem to be managed much more efficiently compared to what happens to public institutions. So then you have the question, do we allow private hands to perhaps manage or take care of the managerial aspects of our facilities, health facilities, while government then does the payments, quality assurance, checks, and all of that. That's been the dilemma that many of these facilities have faced. But in this recent case of Reach, the question has been, was it really the case that there was, first of all, the assault on the nurse? People are giving varied accounts, and the newspaper we were reviewing earlier, one of them talking about new CCTV footage pointing out to some individuals who could be connected to this latest attack. So that's what's revealing new details as to how, first of all, even the security protocol is at that Ridge Hospital, and what more we need to do, which the nurses are echoing. But the health minister doesn't seem to be happy with the secretary and some other officials or leading figures of the nurses union. He feels that, well, if you're looking at it, at the slightest provocation, most of them come really hard at him as the health minister. But I mean, that's why you're the health minister. So I'm sure you receive some of these flags from, especially unions. Unions they are not really friendly people. If you take a look at their approach and how they behave over the period.
But for me, I would not talk to my sector minister that way. I've heard the gentleman with the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. I'll not talk to my sector minister that way. I'll not use that tone to speak to him in any form, okay? And so I must say that. And I'm very biased towards health workers. Sometime in 2011, or is it 2012, I had a lot of friends, my mates for that matter, who had completed KNUST and were at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. They were junior doctors. They had to stage a strike because, you know what, water wasn't flowing in the facility. And one of them, I will not mention his name, he came to my house, went straight to the kitchen, grabbed a bottle of whiskey, right, and started drinking. And this guy, I had known then for like 25 years. He's never touched alcohol, but he drank the whiskey like he was drinking water. When I asked him, he said that day he had lost 2 patients, not because they are not excellent doctors, but they didn't have enough
the facility
to save them, right? And I've seen a story shared of the Pentecost Hospital in Medina where nurses were working in the night. Somebody had been knocked down by a motorbike. They bring him in, they do the triaging, they see that it is not that serious because they had other people in the emergency ward they were attending to. The person calls his friends. They ride into the hospital around midnight. A lot of them on motorbikes. Try to break into the emergency area, assault some nurses, and they had to get the police to come and save them. And you know the funny thing, when they called in an ambulance to come and help out, they attacked the ambulance and broke the windscreen. So there is something also to be said about orienting ourselves about emergency cases and when you go to the hospital, what to look out for and how to react. Because you may think yours is the emergency that needs to be handled, but other people are
also
just
have
on the brink of
emergencies,
death. You understand? So going to a health facility, videoing the emergency area live on social media or putting a video out there actually isn't the way to go. You may have an issue, but the other patients, the other people whose privacy need to be protected. So it's a big issue. And as a country, I don't think we've invested much in our healthcare system. We are talking sustainability. One of the SDGs is about proper health. We have not. And sometimes I think our approach to healthcare is also just a procurement function. We are not thinking about healthcare infrastructure as a need, but sometimes I think that whoever makes the decisions, make the decisions based on the fact that there can be some procurement activities and there can be money made. I'll give you an example. We signed contracts to build NMS hospitals years ago. One of the NMS hospitals is the Dodowa Hospital. Okay? At the moment, as we speak, 10, 20 years into the whole thing, only a few of those hospitals are active. We signed contracts to build the Eurojet hospitals. One government will sign the contracts, we abandon them, and facilities we need to use to save lives are abandoned for years. We lock money in concrete and we don't get results from that, right? There's the KNUS Teaching Hospital which has been there for over 20 years. Okay, there are hospitals all over the country which have not been attended to. And then if you go down, the CHIPS compounds, the district hospitals, so we seem to be signing contracts and not completing existing facilities, not putting enough money in the system, and we always seem to go round and round. So we really need to have a better approach to healthcare, infrastructure, human resources, consumables. We need to have a better approach, and all these are part of our big stories this morning, brought to you by Telecel Connecting Energies, Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, Republic Bank, we are the one for you, and Equity Health Insurance here for you.
And listen up, guys. When Republic Bank says they are the one for you, they mean that they're actually the one for you. That's why they've reduced their Cedi mortgage interest rates even further to a new low. It's now in the teens. That means that you can afford to own your dream home or the next one for less. So you know what, don't wait, because this offer is just available for a limited time. And if you're already running a pre-existing mortgage arrangement with your bank, you have the opportunity today to switch to Republic Bank and enjoy this exciting deal. Visit any Republic Bank branch near you, send them an email, myhome@republicghana.com. 054 0109 649 is the number to call. If you're in the Ashanti region, then you can as well reach them on 054 0109 901 for more information. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Now this month, Telecel Broadband is bringing back the magic with their exciting reconnection and bonus campaign. If you've paused your Telecel Broadband, now is the perfect time to come back. Reconnect your broadband service during this month of August, and they'll double your data with a 100% bonus absolutely free. That's double the data, double the fun. New to Telecel? Don't worry. Join Telecel and enjoy a 50% data bonus on your first plan. Already active with the Telecel Broadband? Yes, we appreciate you. Subscribe to your plan this month and get special rewards too. Whether you're reconnecting, starting fresh, or staying loyal, Telecel Broadband powers your world with unbeatable value. Dial *900# or visit the Telecel Play app to reactivate or subscribe to the Telecel Connecting Energies.
Great. Picture this. Just picture this. think about it again. You finally gotten that chance
This matter.
with your long-term crush. It is reality. You invite her over for a for a home-cooked candlelit dinner. She accepts. The day comes, everything is set, jollof cooked to perfection. You have wine, you have chilled AC on, your phone rings, she's 5 minutes away. You hang up and check yourself in the mirror, then the lights are out. Like how? Any day but today. So G&J understands that some moments just should never be interrupted. They keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, UPS solutions. So the power never stops. G&J is your go-to place for total energy solutions, and you can find out more from them. It's gjtechghana.com. G&J, your energy partner.
And life is full of surprises. When the unexpected happens, you need support that is convenient and fast. And with over 180 years of expertise, Old Mutual understands that you don't have to wait for what is rightfully yours. You can make claims of up to 3,000 Ghana cedis instantly on all your savings policies. No long waits, no paperwork, simply claims paid instantly. Call Old Mutual today on 030 7600 or visit oldmutual.com and excuse me. oldmutual.com now, or WhatsApp them on 050-833-3537. Old Mutual, do great things. We are going for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Small money day, big money day, where too much money day. Telecel too much money promo drop. If you dial *500#, then join them for the Telecel too much money promo inside. You feel win 100 Ghana cedis cash for the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis for the weekly draws, then 1.2 million Ghana cedis for the grand draw inside. That be 1.2 million Ghana cedis. You for just reload airtime, then get points with it make you win. Make you dial *500# or go the Telecel Play app top. Then book inside riders give the Telecel too much money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo will be NLA where they regulate them for the Caritas Lottery platform top.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now, for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is the perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
Are you a business leader looking to secure the health and well-being of your team? Are you an individual seeking personal health protection for you and your family? At Equity Health Insurance, we know what good health means. That is why we offer comprehensive and competitive insurance plans that fit your needs.
Equity Health Insurance has been a game changer for my family. The Ebussia Health Plan provides coverage for us anytime we visit a medical facility.
My work colleagues and I receive the best of medical care from many hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies because we are signed up to an Equity corporate plan.
Well, you heard them. Join the Equity Health Insurance family now. Visit our website at www.equityhealthinsurance.com for more information on our range of products and services. Contact us via email at info@equityhealthinsurance.com or call us on 050-1515124 or 020-4269-562 and we are ready to assist you. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Alright, listen up. Colgate is on a mission
to make our gums healthy and teeth strong.
Yeah, they're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines them with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
And we'll leave no smile behind.
Try new Colgate Herbal today.
Hey, that's our line.
This advert is FDA approved.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it, you go enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain, in my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you, 'cause you can pay bills. You can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA. Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
It's Friday!
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Grabs in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st, oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. A whole body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
I got a feeling that your day will end well. This is Flo Rida and Christina Aguilera. It's 8:22 and Sogah is not dancing. Charlie, Charlie, you for dance? Oh?
Yeah,
you for dance. This song, disco song.
Proper one.
We have your messages here on the show. We'll be reading them on the Super Morning Show. And remember that your messages, social media messages on the SMS, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief.
Okay, so here's the thing. Isn't it just amazing how the world is ever changing and evolving? It's fascinating to think about what the next big thing could be. Today we are hearing of AI. Tomorrow, who knows, it might be teleporting and so much more. But one thing is for sure, a lot has changed. But guess what? So has EcoBank. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has pioneered a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today. Now, from the mobile app, EcoBank Pay, you have the express points across the country. EcoBank is right where you are. So EcoBank is giving you a better way to bank your way. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
We'll be talking to Dr. Justice Yankson shortly here on the show. He's a former vice president of the Ghana Medical Association. He's also a lawyer, so he'll bring a lot of perspective to the issue here on the Super Morning Show. But it's media already, so if you are wondering where to hold your media review and planning sessions, let's go to Safari Valley Resorts. If you are thinking of a green, serene environment, let's go there together. Okay, take your team, take your family, for your conferences, for your half year retreat. That's the place to go. 0596 914 394. That is their number. Give them a call. Book today and get closer to nature at Safari Valley Resort. You know what? Let's go for a quick break. Let's take some messages. And when we get back, Dr. Justice Youngson is on the line. We'll talk to him about the various issues in the health sector. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cerio at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cerio Nano 3 EVs. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cerio EV. Go electric.
The jamming never stops. The game never stops. The productivity never stops. The music never stops. At G&J, we keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, and UPS solutions, so the power never stops. Your go-to for total energy solutions, making sure you work, thrive, and live life uninterrupted. Visit our website, gjtechghana.com, or call us on 0302 689 178 or 179 or 0202 222 220. G&J, your energy partner.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
Morning Show. And his associates to face the full rigors of the law. Based on those considerations and the maximum support and solidarity we have had from sister unions and the good people of Ghana, the well-meaning people of Ghana, we have taken a decision to support the investigation and to continue to dialogue with the management of the hospital and other security agencies.
So that was the voice of Mr. Tinkran, the General Secretary of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Now, what's the issue? There was an invasion of the Ridge Hospital emergency ward in Accra. And some people, relatives and friends of accident victims, forcefully entered the emergency triage area. It followed their frustrations over perceived delays in the treatment of the critically injured patient. Now, the incident escalated into verbal aggression and ended up with the physical assault of a nurse on duty. Now, this prompted the Ghana, the hospital management to get security to restore order. And this influx disrupted the hospital service delivery temporarily and created a tense, unsafe environment for health workers. Now, who are the key actors in this particular issue? Ralph St. Williams, he is an activist. He led the group that stormed the hospital and live streamed the event, accusing the nurses of neglect and delay in providing emergency care. The hospital condemned the invasion and the assault, stating that it endangered lives and disrupted care. A nurse was physically assaulted and required support for recovery. The health ministry condemned the attack, launched an investigation, and promised to bolster security at the hospital. Now, the Ridge Hospital management provided 800 Ghana cedis and a new mobile phone to the assaulted nurse and has called for mutual respect between staff, patients, and visitors. Now, on this 800 Ghana cedis, Sogah, there are people on social media asking, didn't the girl have health insurance?
Yeah.
If you're assaulted at work, don't you have any form of insurance? Must you be given cash? But the explanation also is that she lost money and her phone.
Yeah.
So that's why she was given the money. Now, the hospital has urged the public not to film in clinical areas without consent, citing privacy concerns. Now, these are some of the other reactions we've received. The Ministry of Health, as I said earlier, has condemned the attack. They've emphasized the protection and safety of health workers as paramount and pledged a formal investigation into the delay allegations and security lapses. Now, the Government and Hospital Pharmacists Association has also strongly condemned the violent assault, calling it lawless and a threat to healthcare delivery. The Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has also demanded swift justice and reaffirmed support for the nurses. And we've had different political voices also speaking to this particular issue. We don't know if any arrests have been made. Have we made any arrests yet?
Maybe it's also because there are divided opinions as to who are the individuals really behind it. But Ralph St. Williams has come up on top. The accusation from the news, the nurses, is that he led the attack. He's also denied that, the media reports, and also having spoken to him yesterday at length as well, he is of the opinion that, well, there's a different account of what might have transpired, and that if we go back to the CCTV footage at the hospital, we'll get a better view of what happened. So divided opinions on what should happen, but the call is, if indeed the woman was assaulted, then we need prosecution.
What is obvious is that we need to talk about patients' rights.
Yes.
We need to talk about the pressures on Ghana's overburdened health system, public health system, and the safety and dignity of healthcare providers working under difficult conditions.
Right.
And we have Dr. Justice Yankson. He's a lawyer, former vice president of the Ghana Medical Association, with us. Doc, good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Kojo. I can hear you.
It's good to hear your voice. The last time you were here to talk about these same issues, healthcare delivery in the studio, and unfortunately, we are bringing you back to talk about the same thing.
Well, that's the nature of the world, and that's the nature of work.
You follow the Ridge Hospital issue, right? Your initial thoughts on this issue, how it's been handled, the various reactions, Doc?
Well, I think that we just need to distill the issues properly. There is a clear-cut criminal aspect, and there is a bit that you may term an institutional issue which ought to be looked into. The assaults on the health professionals should have seen some level of prosecution or attempt at prosecution by now. Any worker, be it a media person, a lawyer, an accountant, a medical doctor, a nurse, a pharmacist, deserves the right to work in a peaceful and a very safe environment. Under no circumstances should people who have chosen their lawful profession and are practicing them within the remit of the law be attacked by the very persons they seek to treat, manage, or help one way or the other. Everybody has a right to health work. Everybody has a right to health care. However, your right to seek health care does not mean that in the process you unleash all kinds of assaults on the health professional, be it verbal, be it physical, be it emotional abuse, whatever it is out of the equation. And anybody who does that, the laws of our land must be brought to bear on such persons, irrespective of your societal class. This should be made very clear to everybody, because the more we continue on this tangent, the worse we will get as a people.
So Ralph and his people should be behind bars or in courts as we speak?
As far as I'm concerned, yes. This is a clear-cut criminal matter. We all saw the nurse, what had happened to her. We heard her account. She was physically attacked. On that basis, whoever is involved should be in court by now. The beauty of the court process is that you also will have your right as an accused to tell the court or justify whatever you think you did or what you think is your right, for which reason you went on that tangent. And the court will decide for both sides. Ultimately, you may be found guilty or otherwise, depending on the defense you mount up. And once you go through the process, irrespective of the outcomes, we will all be certain that at least the rule of law is working. There's room for appeals and what have you. But if people are left all the hook, then such abuses will continue to persist. The impunity with which people do things will continue. Activism does not equate to assault on individuals, and such persons should be put in their right position.
And doing that, the Ministry of Health established a committee to investigate the incident. We know that the investigations will be dual, administrative and criminal. Is that not enough for now?
No, it's not enough for now, because it is, like I said earlier, it's a two-sided thing. The criminal aspect should be investigated and prosecuted by the state agencies mandated to do such activities. The institutional one, the Ministry of Health and the management of the hospital, as well as the Ghana Health Service, can also take charge of it. So we need the institutions of state who are responsible for the criminal component to brief all of us and to also show to us that the people have been put before court.
And Dr. Yankson, you go online now on X and nurses are trending number one. It's obviously because of also the concerns Ghanaians have about them. The fact that when it comes to service delivery in most of these public hospitals, the sentiment is that we're not getting the best in terms of human approach from these nurses. Yes, you may have, of course, based on your union background, some disposition towards the nurses and their concern and their side of the story. But the bigger picture about concerns that Ghanaians have with how nurses treat patients at public facilities, how do we deal with that?
Well, let's be candid. As far as this discussion is concerned, at least I have seen nothing less than 2 decades of practice. I've seen the good, the bad in the process. Yes, there are situations or there are times that you may say that a health worker's conduct, not necessarily nurses, was not the best. I won't hide or shy away from that. However, there are also a lot of good health professionals who discharge their duties with professionalism that everybody can get anywhere on earth. So the fact that there have been 1 or 2 incidents involving nurses does not mean that all nurses or health professionals are bad. Secondly, we should also begin to understand how the healthcare system itself works. You see, with all due respect, the healthcare system is not like the supermarket, where, for example, it is on first come, first serve basis. No. We have a system where you may be the first to enter the health facility, but we may have to end up treating somebody who came in maybe 2-3 hours before you, or even 30 minutes after you. Reason is that we have a situation where we have what we can describe as cold cases and emergencies. And even within the emergency setup, we always have what we call the triaging system. So once we triage, somebody who came after you may need the healthcare attention more than you. Somebody may come in and probably do some initial stabilization of you, but you may realize that the concentration may be on others. It is not because of favoritism, it is not because somebody knows somebody, but it is just the nature of the work. And sometimes, unfortunately, the patients themselves are not patient, the relatives are also not patient, and when they see that maybe attention is being given to others, they believe that, well, there is something fishy, and they begin to insult, they begin to say all kinds of things towards the health professional.
Doc,
I've seen situations, yes.
Do we have people at the hospitals who manage these situations? For example, when I'm brought to the hospital in an emergency case and I go through triaging, right? Do we have maybe a health information person or a customer service person who goes around to really talk to these patients and their family to explain the process and to tell them that, look, we've done triaging, you are say green and there are people in red, and those people need to be taken care of. Your situation is not as critical, so you are not going to die, so give us some time to maybe clear these people and take care of you. Because I have been to the hospital several times. Recently, one of my staff on the farm was bitten by a snake, and we took her to the hospital. She went through triaging. We were asked to wait for some tests, for some things to be done. Whilst we waited, she was very worried because she felt a snake had bitten her and then it could be poisonous. But I assume that because they looked at the bite marks, they knew what to do. Maybe it wasn't a poisonous snake, right? But she was alarmed. So I think that maybe if we had people like these in the hospitals to engage patients on the regular, to explain things, then people will understand the situations and not maybe think that others are being favored.
Okay, you are right. I may not be able to speak for all the thousands of facilities in the country. However, what I know is that for most of the bigger hospitals, they have customer service points. If you go to Kolebu now, you see the customer service point, you see the officers there actually working, and on daily basis, the health professionals themselves, especially the public health nurses and the doctors, depending on what the demands are, even before the OPD starts, for example, they are there educating the patients on some of these things. So this is something that actually happens. However, what we may see as potential shortfalls may be the point at which where a doctor has come to assess or a nurse has come to assess, and then you've been attended to, so I mean, in a way that can be described as some partial attention has been given you, because they know that, as you said, things are safe as far as that patient is concerned. And sometimes the demands on these professionals, because in most of our facilities we are under-resourced, so they might not get the opportunity to explain to all the relatives, the patients, and all of it. And sometimes even the patients who have actually had the benefit of the doctors talking to them are not the ones who will create the problem. However, a relative who has just entered the facility, maybe an hour or 15 minutes or 10 minutes after the explanations were made to the patient, is the one who will come and create the problems. So it is a multifaceted thing that we all need to appreciate and continue to educate ourselves as a people so that things are done in a proper way. 2, there are also systemic challenges in the health sector. The health system that we run has its own inherent problems. And until we address same, we may continue to have some of these what one may describe as inadequacies. But the truth is that if I look at practice 10 years ago compared to 20 years ago and now, you can see that there's been a lot of improvement in what you may describe as the soft factors. Because these days, we take the pains to lecture, to teach, to do workshops for all the health professionals, both as part of their continuous professional training or education exercises, as well as even when they are in school where they are doing the full-term courses to come out as specialists or to come up as specialized, individuals who support the mainstream. So I agree with you that we need to do a lot more of these things. But I can also say on all authority that these things exist.
Right.
But we cannot say that it is 100% effective.
And Dr. Youngson, this is opening us up to a bigger conversation about the health sector and some of the defects in the system. There's even the bigger story about, medical negligence, which is costing us well over 10 million, we understand. But before we go there, I want us to close the chapter on this main incident at the Reach Hospital. You are calling for the prosecution of this individual involved, but at the same time, you're a lawyer as well. He's raising concerns about the accusation coming through from the nurses. How do we balance it with evidence, right? Because so far, the nurse involved and the group, the nursing group, the union, they're yet to provide actual evidence of this individual assaulting the nurse.
You see, if I get what had happened there, apart from the key individual whose name has been mentioned all over the place, there were other persons involved. So we may say the key person and some associates. Now, if they believe that that nurse was not assaulted, they should go to court and prove same. The evidence, as we know now, is that the nurse has been assaulted. This led to the Minister of Health going to the facility. It was not a charade. 2, the Minister yesterday had a press conference and spoke on some of these issues. The professional body, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, have gone to the facility. We've all seen the reports. Individual unions within the labor groups in Ghana, or let's say the healthcare fraternity, have also done their own checks. Some have issued statements and all of it. So clearly, there's a preponderance of evidence, including the patient's own account and the medical report, that shows that the woman has been assaulted. It is up to the investigative agencies and the prosecuting agencies, the police and the AD department, to go ahead and do the rightful or the needful. Then the accused, if they believe that they were not the ones who did that, they can actually go to court and defend themselves. And the court will be very fair. If they are not the ones and the prosecution was done properly, they will be let go. If they are also found guilty, the needed or the rightful punishment will be meted out to them.
And
so as far as I'm concerned, it is not about what they say.
I see.
But it is about what is on the ground.
Are you sort of disappointed or otherwise in the Minister for Health? Because he's not spoken about prosecution so far.
Well, I have heard him say that he set in place some investigations. So maybe he is also waiting for the outcomes of those investigations. However, for some of us, the call is that the prosecuting agencies, the police, the ADs, the investigative agencies, the CID, all of them should be able to also do their professional jobs and do the needful with or without the minister's intervention.
You know, this whole issue has also brought to the fore the issue of medical negligence. Yesterday, the minister spoke about it. And if you scan social media, there seems to be a lot of attention and pressure on healthcare professionals now, because some people believe that negligence is largely your fault, and we are losing a lot of lives due to this. What do you say to this as well?
Well, I think that we need to have this discussion within a certain context. Negligence generally, as a word that we use on everyday basis, is not the same as medical malpractice or medical negligence as far as the laws of the land are concerned. You know, I can just say that, what you did was negligent. Fair enough. So anybody can go on social media, radio, or any platform and talk about somebody being negligent. However, when it comes to medical negligence, the courts have actually explained what it means. In fact, in Ghana, the authority for this is in the case of Alasan Kutukuli and Moro Hausa. The judge who actually sat on that case is known as Justice Eduse Accident. He says that medical negligence, in a straight legal analysis, negligence means more than heedless or careless conduct, whether in omission or commission. So here you can see that the mere usage of negligence because you think somebody has done something careless or heedless is not the all in all. Now he goes on to say that in this straight legal analysis, medical negligence properly connotes the complex concept of duty, breach, and damage thereby suffered by the person to whom the duty was owing. Negligence as a thought is not coterminous with careless or heedless conduct. What this means is that in the proper legal analysis, we have to take three things into consideration. The duty of care, which the law courts have settled that all health professionals owe patients a duty of care. A breach of that duty and the damage that occurred. Now the breach and the damage, there is even a connection. The damage has to be proximate to the breach. So when you are actually talking about negligence in the spirit of what we do, it is the preserve of the court to decide that this amounts to medical negligence or otherwise by going through the three, i.e. the duty of care owed the patient, which is a matter of law, the breach of this duty, which implies a violation of some applicable or reasonable standard, or a deviation of a certain accepted standard, or conduct that one may describe as falling below what has been legally established, or what the profession itself deems as the right to protect others against, let's say, unforeseen harm. And of course, the courts also have to determine that the resultant injury or the damage was proximate to this breach. So you realize that in a straight legal analysis, the mere mention of the word negligence does not necessarily mean that medical negligence has been proven. And this will involve taking evidence and all of it. But what I can also say for sure, that it is so clear that reports that may be actual in terms of the overall analysis or may be perceived are actually on the high. One thing we also need to know is that medical errors are not the same as malpractice or negligence. So sometimes people talk about negligence, but technically it's about medical errors.
Thank you
now,
so much
medical errors, depending on what it is, may end up being some form of negligence or otherwise, because the errors may result in what we call near misses, no harm or harm. But when it gets to the harm, then potentially we may be in the realm of medical negligence as the legal position is.
I like the way you've broken everything down: negligence, medical errors, duty of care, and everything. What is clear right now, according to the Minister of Health, is that the state is burdened, and it's cost us over 10 million Ghana cedis to solve some of these cases. And as we speak, there are a lot of cases that the AG's office is working with his office to resolve. So we have these cases happening in the country. I hope you've heard the minister speaking to this.
Well, let me say this, Akoto. Even before the minister spoke, my person, I am privy to a lot of these cases. Let me also make this clear. Medical negligence or medical errors are parts of medical practice. Every country you visit in this world.
Acceptable part of medical practice?
Hold on. What I'm saying is that it is not an acceptable thing. However, because it borders on patient safety. However, it is something that you cannot do away with. If you go to all the jurisdictions on earth, medical errors, medical negligence, one way or the other happen. If you go to the United States, where they have the best medical services, that is where you also find the highest numbers of cases that border on medical negligence. If you visit the US today, some television stations, YouTube, what have you, you find people advertising, lawyers advertising, no claim that borders on medical negligence and what have you. So the fact that we have medical negligence in Ghana is not unique to this country. It exists everywhere. That is not to say we should not do our best to make sure we minimize sin. Minimization of sin sometimes comes at a cost, but we have to do it. If you go to the US, there is something we call defensive medicine. It arose as a result of medical suits that were very rampant. And defensive practice or defensive medicine basically means that no professional or health professional is ready to entertain any little errors or any little gaps in whatever they do. So you visit a hospital and you do a barrage of investigations that sometimes might be seen as not necessary, but they don't want to leave room. So because of that, it has also become a burden for them as far as their medical care system is concerned. And I remember in 2003, the then President George Bush, in the American Medical Association's annual conference where he delivered a speech, he made a statement that there are too many frivolous lawsuits against good doctors and the patients are paying the price. What it means is that at the least people are ready to sue because they believe that there's been some negligence or whatever. So these good doctors, good medical practice, these frivolous lawsuits will go towards them. But the patients are now paying the price in the nature of the cost associated with defensive medicine. However, we should also be quick to add that the fact that some of these negligent problems that we have in our system, the cases that are piling up, some are also based on the defects inherent in our medical system. The outdated equipment, the lack of equipment, the lack of facilities, the lack of sometimes basic things like running water that actually increase the risk of, hospital-acquired infections because doctors, nurses cannot even get basic things like water to wash their hands and keep the basic hygiene that is needed. So it's a bigger problem than we think. On regular basis, I get colleague lawyers call me that, oh look, doc, you understand the law, you understand medicine. We even have a case, but even what is written, we don't understand. what it means is that the cases are going up. And there are reasons for it. People have become more enlightened. People have actually traveled elsewhere. They've seen some other standards. People are now becoming knowledgeable and knowing a lot more because of Dr. Google or the World Wide Web. So people are also empowered. And they will also read some of these things before they even come to the hospital. But I need to state emphatically that issues relating to medical negligence has been with us for over 50 years. If you go into the the legal record, the report, cases like Asante Kremo as far back as 1975 and others, some in the 60s, they all exist. There wasn't enough publicity on them. And probably as a people, we also believed in Facha Nyame and all these things. But now, there's a lot more that people are doing to unearth some of these things. I have actually seen billboards in town talking about if you think you haven't been treated properly in the hospital, please come to us. We'll help you get redress. People also know that they can make money out of these things. So the cases, truthfully, are going up. And I'm privy to them. And it didn't start from, let's say, this year or the year before. It's something that has been moving in an upward trend all this while.
Let's hear what the minister said, and we'll take your final comment on this. And so the minister spoke this week about medical negligence. I just want you to hear what he said, exactly what he said, and I'll take your comment on this.
Medical negligence. Anytime I hear that, I clinch. We spend not less than, even in some cases, one facility, not less than 10 million Ghana cedis on medical negligence. Maybe you don't know. As a country, we don't have the money to buy the equipment, but we are spending so much. As I speak to you now, the cases on my table within this week are 3 that Attorney General has written to me to provide responses. Medical negligence. So it's a major issue that we are dealing with. And at the appropriate time, we may address you on medical negligence. It's a monster rearing its head that we must deal with appropriately.
So the minister says one facility as much as 10 million Ghana cedis in costs related to medical negligence. And you mentioned equipment, which you mentioned earlier. With your over 20 years of experience, how do you think we can really strategically as a country solve this capacity issue with equipment, with human resources, with the right facilities and the right consumables? How should the approach be?
Well, I think that we should go back to the drawing board and accept the fact that healthcare is expensive. 2, we should accept the fact that we need to prioritize healthcare as a people. If you look at all the indicators, we are nowhere near the percentages of our GDP that we ought to allocate towards healthcare provision, whether at the ECOWAS or West African level, the global level, and what have you. So we need to double up our efforts and make sure we do the right things. There are also gaps that exist beyond the funding issues, be it at the professional level, be it at the institutional level. The systems ought to be improved, and it takes deliberate action. 3, the costs that may inure or come to the way of the potential patient if we don't address these problems properly will be what I talked about earlier, i.e. the defensive medicine and the associated costs. Beyond that, we also need to understand that malpractice itself, as I stated, is something that is woven into the practice. If you go to the developed jurisdictions where they have all the facilities, malpractice issues exist and we report on daily basis.
Right. Doc, the way you are saying this calmly, it feels as though they exist, and so it's okay. It's normal.
No, I'm not saying it's okay.
You're not saying that, but
we should know. You see, hold on. We need to understand reality. Let's say if you are a footballer or in the sport of football, injuries will happen. Okay, that is what I'm saying, that if you look at medical care or the healthcare systems the world over, issues of medical malpractice will one way or the other come to the fore at some point. But that does not mean that we cannot address the underlying issues that contribute to higher numbers.
Doc, and Doc, for the sake of time, obviously this is an interesting conversation. I would love to go on and on and on. But there's just a need for us to have closure on this. But for those of you who are joining us now, it's 9:04. Dr. Justice Yangson is a lawyer, former vice president, Ghana Medical Association, speaking about a raft of issues after the fallouts from the Reach incident where a nurse was assaulted. Doc, before we go, this clash between the political class and you, the professionals in the healthcare delivery sector, is coming up again simply because of the concerns of the minister, that you in the unions appear to attack him at the slightest issue that comes up. It's bringing to the fore questions as to how the political class can liaise with you for a better and effective healthcare delivery. There are some who say, well, let's only have the health professionals manning the health ministries. Some are of the opinion that, well, it's a matter of policy. Let's diversify. Where do you stand on this, and how do you feel that we can have that synergy between you, the professionals in the healthcare delivery sector, and also the political class, those making the policies?
Well, you see, what we need to understand is this: health policy should be driven by experts in health policy. It should be driven by professionals. Yes, you could have an administrative minister, but the professionals within the system should be the ones to drive the policy. The bigger overarching policy may be announced by a government, but in terms of the nuances, the implementation of the policy, it is the preserve of the professionals. Not only doctors, not only nurses, they are all cadres of health experts. Some who are specialized in just policy. So you go to the ministries, for example, you always will have a policy department or unit within any ministry. So these things can easily be resolved. Two, I don't think that the healthcare professionals or the professional groupings are quick to attack ministers, so to speak. I don't believe so. I have been part of the system, and we are almost always ready to collaborate with the political appointees, the professionals within the ministry, to address all kinds of issues. What I think may be a problem now is that with the advent of social media and a session, maybe reportage that keeps moving around, such that issues that maybe ought to have been discussed in camera are now brought to the open, such that everybody has his or her own way of interpreting what they saw or what they heard. And some of these things, I think we should guard against him. Two, I also believe that when professionals bodies, for instance, in what has happened, issue statements, that should not mean or be interpreted as an attack on any political appointee, because the unions also have a mandate to protect the welfare and the interests of their members. So when issues happen and we all believe that it's in bad taste and we issue statements, I think the authorities that be should accept the situation, eat humble pie, and have discussions with these professionals, closed door discussions, and come up with amicable positions or strategies that can help prevent and address the issues. I don't believe that any healthcare professional group is up in arms with a particular minister because he is not a non-medic. I don't believe so at all.
Dr.
To
Justice,
encourage the dialogue and make sure that things work properly. But to just state one little thing on this medical negligence. You see, when Akoto spoke, 10 million, the figures are alarming. And that is why we also need to take seriously what has been described as professional indemnity. The facilities, especially the public sector facilities owned by government, should start doing these things so that burden, as and when it arises, will not be on the books or the balance sheet of government. The laws of the land require that professionals in this country take professional indemnity. And it is up to the employer to ensure that the right things are being done. It is not only for health professionals, for lawyers, accountants, every group of professionals. So if now we are beginning to see the impact of the cost of medical negligence on our healthcare system, then I think the needful should also be done in that respect.
Thank you very much, Dr. Justice Youngson, for your thoughts this morning. Thank you so much. Dr. Justice Youngson is the former vice president of the Ghana Medical Association, and he's also a lawyer. So today he had to speak as a doctor and a lawyer, and at a point as both. It's 9:10. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, there's a lot more for you here on the Super Morning Show, and you have your messages to share with the rest of the world. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
More Cerelac for your city, more goodness for your baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch today to refill, save and smile. More goodness, less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when the children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
No, stop action, mommy. All the learning and sports demands a lot of energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kids have been very active.
Hey, Asamo!
Your jams need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
This advert is FDA approved.
Join us for the 4th Made in Ghana Bazaar by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with its stakeholders at the Accra International Conference Center. 5th to 7th September, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. daily. Themed, Champion in Economic Diplomacy, Connecting Producers, Markets and Opportunities. Exhibitors include Ghanaian businesses and embassies. The bazaar promotes Ghana's products abroad and fosters international trade. Enjoy Latif Abubakar's Ghana Must Go and other vibrant entertainers plus free entry. Sponsors Ghana Exim Bank, GNPC Green Opal Properties, Zonda Tech Ghana, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GRA, Free Zones Authority, Ghana Shippers Authority, Upsol Consult, We Shop Africa and B5 Plus. Beverage partner, Twillium Industries, Clothing partners, ATL and Wooden, official media partners, GBC, Multimedia and SP Agency. The 4th Made in Ghana Bazaar at AICC, 5th to 7th September. Connect and promote Ghana's goods to the world.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello bro, good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is? Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there, anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno fritite. This advert is FDA approved.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy, my head is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Encamol paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and it's specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's jumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Encamol paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma Head Office, Abelinkwe, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Money we define every day and night. Mama, dada keep on hustling for the family. The luckiest. Last dance, everyone to hush. You can win some cash. You can be the luckiest with 1 CD. Luckiest with 5,000. The luckiest, the teacher, doctor, market woman. You can be the luckiest. Oh, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, you can be the luckiest. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Stars everyone to hush. Luck is everywhere. Luck is everywhere. Oh, tell me, are you feeling lucky? Because I'm feeling lucky. Because I'm feeling like the ultimate. That we go win. If I win, you win. You could be the luckiest.
Smart Start, Smart Savings. School is in session and CompuGhana Back to School promo is here too. From now to 21st September, enjoy special student deals on top brands like HP, Lenovo, Samsung, LG, and more. You can get a quality laptop for as low as 3,500 Ghana cedis. Gear up the new school year with the latest laptops for projects and research, mobile phones to stay connected, and accessories to enhance your learning experience. Rush to any CompuGhana showroom now and shop, or visit online store at www.compughana.com. We are a call away on 0302 752020 or WhatsApp 0243 143 143. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Smart Start, Smart Savings.
Hello, Ghana. It's a new year and Bills Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And what a morning it has been, 18 after 9 here on the Super Morning Show. And grateful to Dr. Gyasi Yangsen for sharing his thoughts with us on this issue of medical negligence, healthcare delivery. Many of you sending us your comments and raising concerns about our healthcare professionals. Obviously, they are doing a lot to serve this nation, but as some of you are indicating, they need to do a lot more in terms of service delivery. But Dr. Yangsen says, well, it's part of it. It's part of the service. It's part of the challenges that you may face in public health care delivery. Still on the Super Morning Show here. Coming up, we're looking forward to that insightful conversation on the Springboard Roadshow, which is turning 17 this year. An amazing, package by Albert Okran, and he has been doing this for the last 17 years with a team and bringing impact onto many lives. And we'll be sharing that conversation and details with you shortly, which is coming up here on the Super Morning Show. But do you know that you don't need big money to plan for your retirement? You can do that today with just 1 Ghana cedis. Yes, that's right. That's all you need to join the Shield Cedi Crore a day pension plan. It's from the Shield Pension Trust. It's simple, it's affordable, it's flexible, and it's even getting better. So when you sign up, you're automatically enrolled onto the Dachi Apomoding plan, which gives you the medical insurance that you will get when you retire. So whether you're a banker, you're an IT expert, civil servant, trader, freelancer, or maybe you're just thinking ahead, join the Shield Pension Trust Fund family now. Visit shieldpensiontrust.com or WhatsApp them on 050-915-0253 now. Shield Pension Trust, into the future with you. And I'm sure that you're also looking for a little more in life without spending more. I get it. Every CD counts. That's why I want to share something that's really making a difference for a lot of people. It's the ABSA Abapa account. It's designed for people just like us, those who, work hard and deserve more for less. So here's what you get with the ABSA Abapa account. It's a free GH link card, access to loans of about 50,000 Ghana cedis when you need help. There's high interest on savings, free SMS alerts to track every peso that you spend. It's seamless, mobile, and online banking. No need to join the long queues and many more. And here's the best part. It's simple to open, so if you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then the ABSA Abapa account is just that right account for you. Open an account today and get more. Terms and conditions to apply. Your story matters to ABSA. And don't forget that we'll be having that exciting conversation with the Springboard team. They are here already and we'll be getting into it for you. But are you passionate about working in the travel industry? Do you want to become an airline ticketing agent, maybe a travel agent? You maybe want to work as an airport passenger ground staff? Well, this is your time to level up and take advantage of that training at Josh Training Institute. At Josh Training Institute, they offer the IATA and hospitality programs delivered by industry experienced tutors. The programs offered, quite a lot of them: foundation in travel and tourism, consultancy in travel and tourism. You also have the point about managing travel business. It's a special course offered at Josh Training Institute, and for those of you who want to work as passenger ground services, they do some training on that, and air cargo introductory. So who can apply? Well, university students studying tourism, hospitality, languages, or related fields. If you are an SHS graduate eager to step into that industry, you should be taking advantage of that. And working professionals as well, looking to upgrade their skills, Josh Training Institute says they are giving you tuition following 4 months in that field. You also receive 3 months real-world internship experience. You would enjoy hands-on practical lessons and training. And I tell you, this is your opportunity to earn that internationally recognized IATA certification when it comes to your ticket to working in the aviation, travel agencies, or even the global hospitality industry. So if you need more information, call them now on 0257 457472. 0257 457472. You can visit Asylum Down near Asylum Down Roundabout, or visit joshtraininginstitute.com. Classes are enrolling now. Don't miss your chance to train, certify, and launch your dream at Josh Training Institute. And you're still with us here on the Super Morning Show. It's back to school season, and Compu Ghana is back with the best deals for students. This is the perfect opportunity for all students to get ahead. Compu Ghana is giving you amazing prices on laptops, mobile phones, printers, and all the tech essentials you need this year. So don't just go back to school, get ahead. That's what we're telling you. From now till September 21st, visit any Compu Ghana showroom. Enjoy incredible special student discount deals. They are talking to top global brands like HP, Lenovo, Dell, Samsung, IG, Techno, Infinix, Itel, Huawei, and so much more to discover when you go to Compu Ghana. You can get a powerful, reliable laptop for as low as 3,500 Ghana cedis to tackle all your project and research needs. Stay connected with the latest mobile phones and boost your learning with must-have accessories. The best deal is waiting for you at Compu Ghana. Rush to any Compu Ghana showroom now, or shop from anywhere on their online store as well. As CompuGhana.com, you'll find out more. Got questions? Give them a call, 0302 752 020. You can also WhatsApp them, 0243 143 143. And that's how you'd get in touch with Compu Ghana. When we return, a lot of great news coming through from the team at Springboard, and we'll get to hear from Reverend Albert Okran and the team. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
Holy Ghost fire go burn them one by one. Who don't want to see me enjoy? After man kill many things with the blood and sweat. Don't want to see me destroy. Me and the great man.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth, because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, yeah. Morning rush to the late night ride. Work to home and gig to gig. Smooth and easy ride and vibe. Safety toolkit by your side.
Use code KEEPMOVING50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the Bolt app now.
Make moves with phones.
Hello, excuse Excuse me, this Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release bam on the pack.
Yes, so the support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy to help them win at school.
Ah, then I like this one.
Your jams need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And the spirit of life calling Mamela and a voice with the feel.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over.
It's 9:30. You are still live on the Super Morning Show, and Reverend Albert Okran is here with us. Good to see you, Osofo.
It's just a blessing to be here.
Yes, Charlie. I've been listening to you, and was it last week or 2 weeks ago that you had the International Youth Day event?
Yes.
I wanted to come, but for some reason, Samuel Dami took me somewhere.
The young people are just doing amazing stuff.
Yes. Reverend Okran is here, and for 17 years, the Springboard virtual university, which a lot of us have benefited from, it first aired on radio, right here in this room, and he's here to talk about the journey so far. 17 years. Why are they?
Charlie, I can't believe it myself.
Yes, if someone started uni 17 years ago, that person would do 4 years of a first degree. If they are not into architecture and medicine, that would take them longer. You do 1 or 2 years for a master's, and then the rest will be PhD by 10.
Charlie,
so for 17 years,
I've
been doing this. Plus a farm. Looking back over the 17 years, what would you say has been Springboard's most significant impact? I know we all know the impact you've made, but you, Anti-Comfort, God used you and gave you this big vision. So from where you sit, what would you say has been the most significant impact for you?
So let me pull back to the first night sitting in here. I mean, if I may swing to even how we got in here in the first place. I'd come with my son to come and do an interview. Israel was doing something for young people, saying hello to the president on the birthday. And so I brought my son, waiting for him to finish the interview. Then there's nobody doing sports that day for some reason. I say, I can't do sports, it's no big deal. Just go online, check a few websites. Certain that did the sports, and then Captain Tracker, Kofi Owusu says, Albert, you should be doing radio.
He's also an Albert,
Yes. He says, you should be doing radio. I mean, so fast forward the next year, August the 4th, it was a Monday evening, did a first show on how much land does a man need. A conversation about the good society, called Grace Amiobing FC Perfumery. And she was our guest on phone for the day. So it was Comfort and I in the studio discussing the good society. And going on, we began to coalesce around themes like leadership, talent development, financial literacy or investment, and then career development and entrepreneurship. These were the 5 themes that became the base for our content. And we found that our listenership stretched across not just young people that we had been at the forefront of working with, but also corporate leaders and people from various fields who found the content relevant. Relaxed Sunday evening content. I mean, first day was Monday. From the very next week, we moved to Sunday evening. And over the years, we've been blessed to have feedback from people who think they've made useful decisions based on what they've learned from the program. And we are listener-led. We are a learning organization.
Yeah.
So when we get feedback, we tweak the programming, we learn from it, we bring them what they want, like we do here on the Springboard Morning Show. I'm sure you do. And so that's what has been the big thing over the years. People giving us feedback about how they've made decisions in their investments, in their careers. And you go to an office today and somebody says, listen, there was this show you did with this person and I made a bold decision and here I am today. And they're saying thank you to you. And you're like, wow. It's very special.
17 years. How many guests have you had so far?
I should have done that. Knowing you, I should have done that before coming. But it's you multiply.
But you do 54 times.
52
how many?
times.
52 times 17.
Times 17.
And every week.
And don't play any music to back it.
And you've had fresh new voices every week on the show.
Yes.
Wow.
And you've been at it all through. I mean, we probably just go off air when we have maybe a big sports tournament like World Cup or Olympic Games or World Cup or maybe the Euros or something that takes a particular Sunday. But otherwise, consistently we've been there.
From the Pastor Mensa Otabills to the Zuma Nelsons to the Jan Sankos to the ASEAN Says and all the people you've hosted, which of the conversations have really stood out for you?
That's a very tough question to ask. And what I do, I'm actually playing back classics now, just on my podcast, calling back some of the editions that people found very, very heartwarming, like the day Pastor Otabil came into the studio to talk about leadership and talk about the 21 pathways to success. That was a big one.
Yeah.
We had Palmer Buckle do a session where he sang. That was out of this world. So we've had some very incredible Dr. Ishmael Yamson. I mean, lots of very, very heartwarming conversations. But there are days when you just want to listen to that person who, I remember a day when a parent who had lost his child in hospital was talking on the show. And that day we had a clinical psychologist in show because we anticipated what could happen. And he was just challenging the health institutions, challenging everyone to do what they have to do so people don't lose their loved ones. And as he was sharing the story, he just broke in studio, and the clinical psychologist was supporting him also broke, and then the host also broke. and those are priceless moments you can't buy.
Sometimes you can't just hold it back. It has to flow.
So depending on the day that you choose to listen to a classic, one type will appeal to you more than the other. Like a 10-year-old child from our teenpreneurship conference who sat on the show, the seat crying, when I was sinking into the seat, and he's talking about building an airline called Orbit Airline that will challenge British Airways, and he's telling us why he's done his competitor analysis on British Airways and he will win. Mr. Cha, you are 10. You are 10.
10 years. 10 years.
Yeah. Just to see the power of information.
You know, I have consumed a lot of your content. I think when I was in Kumasi, I interviewed you a couple of times too. And from leadership to dreaming big to being proactive and everything. But one of the conversations you had recently was the integrity conversation with Prof. And that's really...
Justice Bawali.
Yes, that conversation really was one that really sank deep into my spirit, my soul. And because I think integrity is everything for the country. And I really appreciate that you had that conversation. And maybe we should play that conversation back one of these days on the Super Morning Show.
I think so. I think so.
Some of the things he said were drove you at that point to really bring him in to have that conversation?
So I'll tell you what. When we decided to do Springboard at 17, we asked ourselves, what did we set out to do on day one? And that day's show was about a guy called Pahom in the writings of Russian philosopher Leo Tolstoy. We thought about a guy who was very ambitious, wanted to achieve big things, and got so fascinated by the fact that he can get, interestingly in Agric, can get some more land and more land and more land, and just kept going. And then with time, it shifted from ambition to life without values. Get the land anyhow if it meant hurting people, until he got to a point where he heard about the land that you can pay $1 or $1 and get endless land, and all you need to do was run around the land and come and land at your starting point before sunset. And the quest to encircle as much as possible. Just when he would finish, he say, that's a river. It would be so nice for drip irrigation. He kept going round and round and round, and he ended up dying because the more he tried to get, the more it was impossible to get everything. So we thought a conversation like that would be nice in the light of his recent lecture, and Justice Wale did a fantastic job.
And talking about that, if you even think about Galamsey, if you even think about the use of public resources, people are destroying our environment for money, and they will stop at nothing to do that. People are mismanaging public resources that could save lives and give our young ones a better future. And I really think we should bring this conversation back on the radio one of these days.
I'll be the first to tune in and listen again from beginning to end.
Yes, so it's been 17 years. Springboard, that's how I knew it. Now there's Springboard Foundation, the Ghana Grows Program, the Teenpreneurship Program. All sorts of things are happening around that small seed that you put in the ground 17 years ago. For those who don't know all the other things you do, please share some of that with us.
I like the way you put it, because it's one of the biggest secrets of my journey, and I speak for myself and Comfort in this matter because we partner in everything that we do, and that is the power of leveraging, learning and leveraging. That means that we create one platform and then we leverage to create another one and then another one, and for many people that know what you do, they know a part of it and they think that is it. And they find out there's another part that is so deeply entrenched and so deeply impactful, and they're like, you must be joking. But that's what consistency can do. So yes, when we created the virtual university, or Springboard, we didn't even add the virtual university then. Springboard here on Joy, it was on the wings of the roadshow that had started the year before at the Usu Ebenezer Presby Hall, and then with time that roadshow went nationwide, went out to Nigeria, Gambia. We did programs all across the place and built over 300,000 alumni, in-person alumni.
I remember the one you had at CCC in Kumasi.
It was a regular every year, CCC. 15 years.
Because my friend Isi Akwa, Reverend Akwa's daughter,
thank you.
Could you have to come for Springboard? You have to come. And she wanted to convert me to go to church at CCC. He said, our building is nice. You like nice buildings.
So we built these amazing partnerships. We'll go to Bolga, go to Reverend Isudan's place, we'll go to CC in Kumasi. So we had this from second week of January to the first week of March. We're traveling 45 days a year, every single year for 15 years. We'll go to every regional capital, we'll go to Wa, we'll go to Sunyani. So people literally knew when we would come, they'll be waiting for us. Every radio station, every church, every institution, people would even allow their workers to take a break and come, and sometimes with buses. So we built the alumni database from there and then leveraged that one to build different things. And currently we are doing the Ghana Grows Program, which is a collaboration with the Mastercard Foundation aimed at exciting young people and especially young women about dignified and fulfilling work in agriculture, agribusiness, and ATVET. And it's just to say, listen, you've looked elsewhere, just tilt your eyes a bit and look at people who are doing amazing things. It's just saying mindset change. In the same way that when we started Springboard, many young people didn't believe they would come out of university and do a business without going to work in a formal institution as we've known it. And now it's no longer a novelty. The whole idea is that by the same science and art of mindset change, young people could begin to look favorably at agriculture, the entire value chain, the processing, the communication around it, the poetry around it, the technology, agri-tech, and just get excited. Once they get excited, that whole old mentality of looking down on it changes, and then we can move into something.
Springboard Roadshow, Springboard Virtual University. Now I have the Thinkathon, which I can say it's your own think tank for the virtual university. And then you have Ghana Grows, which is your incubator for the virtual university. And you have your teenpreneurship event, which is also another sort of incubator, but for younger people. So you are really living up to the expectations as a virtual university and have your hands in all the key areas that will drive growth. Where do you see you in 17 years' time? We've cleared the first 17. In 17 years' time, where will we find you?
First of all, we pray for life.
We will have that.
Which is a gift from God.
Mama 120.
You are too kind.
From
your mouth straight to God's ears.
You know I'm a Joseph, right?
Yeah.
And what I say, my son listens. My son Jesus Christ.
So we pray for life and health from God. But the biggest reward for what we do will be the generation of people that we are inspiring now, also being able to take this country and the continent to a far higher level than we ever have done. It is very gratifying when people that you mentored do far better than you, far better than you. It is the only reward for the amount of investment we've put in. And so if people that we have invested in do what we've done or worse than we've done, then we could have packed our things and done something else. So what I'm looking forward to is a multiplier effect. You may call it compound interest, a cascading effect, a tipping point of not just 1, 2, 3. We're doing a lot of impact stories publishing these days. People who say our lives have been touched. So in cohorts of 240, 80 here, just batching them and publishing these stories so that others can look at it and say, okay, if this person's life has changed, mine too can change. Could you want to publish them in thousands?
Yeah.
People who feel that we listened, we made a choice, we made a move, and here we are today. That, for me, will be the biggest reward.
There's a big conversation I want us to have, but I don't think we have enough time. Yeah, I want us to talk about the good society, and I want us to merge with the integrity conversation. But today won't be a good day because you don't have enough time. So, if you won't mind, and if you don't mind, I want to bring you and Auntie Comfort in the studio, maybe Prof. Bazaole as well. So we talk about the good society, integrity, and the Ghana we want. It's a conversation I want you to agree to be a part of here in the studio.
So DJ Ubeti, please record it. Samuel, please record this. I think it's a conversation that we must always have in this country. Yes. The Ghana we want, and then what contribution are you personally?
Yeah.
What skin do you want to have in this game? And I think that it will be a great one to have.
For an excellent 17 years, this is what we'll do for you. Sammy, we should give them 17 cartons of mango and maybe some bottles of honey and palm oil. It will be delivered to your home.
May you live long.
Auntie Comfort knows that thing.
Yeah.
It will drop. And I say more I cook on so 17. Reverend Okan, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I wish I had enough time to just talk with you, but we'll bring you back to the studio. Let's get into those conversations here on the Super Morning Show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we'll wrap up for the week on the Sustainability Month. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved. Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them all. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, Mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Hey, everything has transformed. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some Milo at breakfast.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast. Now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Hello everyone! Prices continue to drop at Electroland Ghana Limited. Cedi picky promotion on Samsung, TCL, Media and NASCO Electronics. Get a NASCO 24-inch LED flat for 899 Ghana cedis. Starting from 2,999 Ghana cedis, you can get 6 kg NASCO washing machine plus a free gas stove. And the Media Inverter 1.5 HP R410 Unicool split comes with a free blender. And when you purchase 65, 75 and 85 TCL QD Mini LED 4K TVs, you will get a free TCL FHD Smart Android TV. Now buy a Samsung 578, 582 and 636 liter side-by-side refrigerators and walk away with free microwave grill. Go to our showrooms and dealer stores across Ghana now. Call 050-315-9739 or www.electrolandgh.com for inquiries.
Car broke down again? Flat tire playing tricks on you? Or your engine just said, I quit? Don't sweat it. Call TOW on 055-484-8603 or 0273-301-314 and we'll swoop in like your roadside superheroes. Quick, reliable, and easy on your pocket
across Accra, Kumasi, and Takrady.
Are you a car owner, driver, car dealer, traffic officer, or just know someone with a car trouble? Yup, we are talking to you. Contact our team. TOW, we lift your car and your mood. Call TOW on 055-484-8603 or 0273-301-314.
Looking for a university that sets you apart? Academic City University offers world-class undergraduate programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. We now offer master's degrees in data science and cybersecurity designed to meet today's global tech demands. Learn with purpose and lead with impact on a modern campus with hands-on learning and international faculty. With over 15 student ventures created and graduates placed in top roles both in Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future leaders are made. Call now on 054-824-3844. That's 054-824-3844. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, Kudus, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Go TV. Love it.
Fanatics.
This is Stone Boy Far Away. You are still live on the Super Morning Show. We are wrapping up the week here on the show. It's our Sustainability Month. Later this morning, we'll go to Fidelity for a blood donation exercise. But if you want convenience and if you want easy solutions, get M-Care from MTN and Med Pharma. It's convenient healthcare for everyone because being sick is no fun. And with this, you can choose different packages. There's a silver and gold packages. You get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis and 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. It's unbelievable, right? It's convenient. Download the Met Farmer app to sign up to the silver or gold package today. And Kingdom Books is always here for you. Go to kingdomstoreonline.com. Get all your essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They will deliver to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. And there's free delivery within Accra and Tema. They also accept payment via Momo, but terms and conditions apply. Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark. I want to get an EV, an electric vehicle, and I'm going to drive EV. You also need to get that because it cuts your transport cost by up to 70%. And they have a new office around the Mahama Road. That is the Chado area. Bema Hill. Go there. Get a test drive, enjoy the convenience of EV. Call them on 059-651-3056. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. Remember that Death and the King's Horseman shows on Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th, and Saturday 30th and Sunday 31st of August. So this weekend at the National Theatre, dial *714*46# to get your tickets.
Okay, need fuel? Make that smart stop at Star Oil, Ghana's largest oil marketing company with over 240 stations nationwide. Star Oil is giving you that high quality fuel, great service, and real value for money. So that's why many Ghanaians are switching to Star Oil. You should do that today as well. And they have the Star Card, which you can enjoy safe cashless fueling with and expense tracking. So wherever you go, choose Star Oil for your quality and affordable fuels. Don't forget that if you're planning a board meeting, team strategy meeting, and conference that needs a conducive environment, Aqua Safari should be addressing that need for you. No need to stress yourself. Aqua Safari, as I was indicating, is your solution. Spacious rooms, beautifully designed and equipped with modern state-of-the-art technology, comfortable seats, adaptable settings, first-class catering, and so much more, with that stunning view of the River Volta. So they are indeed your solution, and they have visits to the animal sanctuaries and inlands, and they are enjoying cool, quiet, and refreshing river breeze when you go on lunch breaks that complements your meeting agenda. So if you're planning that meeting today, why don't you call 054-01-10190 now, and you'll be finding more about Aqua Safari. Aqua Safari Resort is bringing you closer to nature. There's a big opportunity for you if you're a graduate from university, or maybe you just completed your College of Education, nursing and midwifery school, or perhaps you've just completed senior high school and you're looking for that opportunity for your dream course abroad. Well, you can do that by studying in countries such as Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. That's because Astolinks is making that possible for you. These countries have an excellent reputation in teaching and research, and you can work part-time as well to support your studies and get up to 4 years post-study work visa when you complete your course successfully. So the applications for September 2025 is underway, and contact Astolinks to get you information on admission, scholarship, and how as well you could secure your visa. Number 4 Popo Street is where you'd find Astolinks in East Legon, and you can call them on 0265 341 070. 0265-341-070 is the number to call. Visit astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway to success.
So it's a wrap on the Super Morning Show. It's been a great week on the Sustainability Month. We were not able to bring you the wrap, but next week there's more on the show. We leave you in the safe hands of DJ Wo Be Te.
My name is Blair Sogah. Enjoy.